Boxing is back in a big way here in the Philippines as ESPN5 presents back-to-back weeks of scorching hot boxing action. And we'll start things off here at the Midas tent inside the Midas Hotel and Casino as ESPN5 Boxing in partnership with Sandman Promotions presents Gaballo versus Nakamura. These are your cards in our preliminaries. Rolando Cervania going up against Arnel Caoctoy. Jervin Mama versus Mervin Lulu. And Carjun Carcosha and Renerio Alizala at the featherweight division. Carlo Pamintuan alongside Dennis Principe as we thank you for joining us on ESPN5.
It's my pleasure, Carlo. And the good thing about these bouts is that it will happen in what they consider as the elite divisions. These are the so-called pound-for-pound divisions, so it's going to be definitely an exciting night of boxing.
As we send it to our ring announcer, Mr. Ted Lerner.
Okay, fight fans, it is time to get the action started. We are coming to you live from the Midas Hotel and Casino here in Pasay City, Metro Manila, in the Philippines. And this night of boxing action is being brought to you by Sandman Promotions in association with ESPN5 and kindly sponsored by Smart and One Pac-Man Party List. And once again, all bouts are being sanctioned by the Games and Amusement Board. Now let's get the action started. Let's first introduce our judges and referee. First of all, scoring this bout on a 10-point must system at ringside, Noel Hadjua, Virgilio Garcia, Elmo Coloma. And when the bell rings, your third man in the ring, referee Holo Yanera. Okay, fight fans, 6 rounds in the super bantamweight division. Let's meet the fighters. Firstly, fighting out of the blue corner to my right. He weighed in at 123 pounds. Fight record, 6 wins, 6 losses, 2 wins by knockout. He comes from Ormoc Leyte. Here is Arnel Caoctoy. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner tonight, wearing the black and gold, weighed in at 122 pounds. Fight record has yet to taste defeat in 7 fights, 7-0, with 3 wins by knockout. He hails from Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. Here is Rolando Momoy Cervania. Once again, Jolo Yanero, your referee, with the final instructions.
Roland, I've given already my instruction. Protect yourself at all times and obey my command at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
We kick things off with a bout between Rolando Cervania and Arnel Caoctoy. This is round number 1 as we welcome you to the Midas tent inside the Midas Hotel and Casino. Again, Carlo Pamintuan alongside Dennis Principe. And it offers us a glimpse, Dennis, of the future of Philippine boxing. A bunch of youngsters still looking for their spot in this sport.
Yes, as I mentioned a while ago, Carlo, no, itong mga divisions that we're going to watch right now are elite divisions. Dito makikita yung mga magagaling na mga pound-for-pound fighters. And this super bantamweight division, alam naman natin kung gaano kahirap and gaano ka-tough itong division na to. So now we're seeing one of our one of our prospects in the Rolando Cervania is actually a brother of world-ranked fighter Genesis Cervania.
Tignan natin kung ganon din ang galing nito sa laro ng boxing. Debuted in 2013. Had a good start, 5-0. Tapos, nawala sa boxing itong si Rolando Cervania. Had a 4-year layoff. Pero bumalik siya ng 2018 where he scored a 1-round knockout victory.
So basically, kahit na second fight niya ito, he's trying to regain his bearings. He got caught with a good left from Caoctoy, a veteran of 13 fights. So hindi biro-biro na laban ito for Cervania.
Dennis, as we always say in boxing, it doesn't matter how much training you do, until you get into the ring, until magtuloy-tuloy yung laban mo, that's the only way that you can really feel that you're back in the sport.
Yes, we've seen a lot of fighters na dumaan sa ganong process. A lot of them nag-stall yung kanilang career because of some problems. And no matter how promising, pagka bumabalik sa ring, makikita mo you can see and you can sense yung ikalawang.
Yun, nagkakasukatan pa ang ating dalawang boksingero. You can see their Servania still trying to get that straight down the middle.
Stop!
Well, yung itong pacing partner serves Servania in good stead, ano? Because sabi nga natin, kahit na nakabalik na siya from that 4-year layoff, kailangan niya pa rin ng mga meaningful rounds, so to speak. And is getting it right now, no? Nakuha niya, no? Yung kanyang confidence, although that was a low blow.
That was really low mula dito kay Servania. As Koktoy will be given as much as 5 minutes to recover from that. And that will also result to a stern warning coming from our referee. Orthodox versus Southpaw, paragi natin nakikita yung matchup na yan. And more often than not, it favors yung mga Southpaw. As you can see there, malalim yung straight na suntok nitong si Servania.
Yes, and nabanggit mo nga, no, pabor sa mga Southpaw fighters yung mga ganitong laban. Because most of the spar mates are actually orthodox boxers.
That is true. Porsyento na lang, no? Masana yung mga orthodox fighting against fellow orthodox fighters. But that straight right down the middle is now finding a home dito sa mukha nitong si Kaoktoy. Final few seconds of our opening round. And the super bantamweight matchup between Rolando Servania and Arnel Kaoktoy. Oh, good body shot down the middle. That was a knockdown just before the bell.
4, 5,
What a punch. Dinig na dinig natin yung lutong.
7,
Yung tama na yon.
8.
Yes, and that was a solid
Okay.
blow from Servania.
Back.
And Arnel Kaoktoy will be saved by the bell. Round 2 coming up.
Hagdan.
Look at this punch one more time, setting it up with a hook. Tapos tinago yung kanan down the middle, landing at the perfect spot and knocking down Arnel Kaoktoy.
And all the way up to the right shoulder, naramdaman ni Kaoktoy yung power ni Servania. Dahil unang hinawakan yung kanyang shoulder.
Ganun kalakas yung patama nitong si Servania. Let's see if Kaoktoy can recover quickly. Alam naman natin, no? Pag nahilo ka, maipapagpag mo during the round break, but a body shot ay matagal-tagal mo dadalhin.
Right now, maganda rito kay Servania, partners. And he's showing a lot of maturity. Kahit na yun nga, nabanggit mo, is coming off a layoff. And di siya nagmamadali. He knows that he still has someone, live wire opponent in front of him. So he's taking his time. And he needs these rounds, for him to really bumalik dun sa kanyang dating pagiging top potential in sa division na to.
Dennis, isa sa mga tinalo nito early in his career, Jonas Sultan, former world title contender.
A hard-working guy, very disciplined, and yun nga, a world-ranked fighter. So, yun nga yung sinasabi natin, he used to be a prospect until nagkaroon nga ng break sa kanyang career.
But now with the help of Sandman Promotions, naghahanap na ito ng second win sa kanyang professional boxing career. And so far, he's doing very well. Again, a knockout in his return. Now a knockdown in the first round against Kaoktoy.
But Kaoktoy is fighting back, partner. I saw at least 2 clean blows coming from Kaoktoy.
Laging pinag-uusapan, Southpaws versus Orthodox, yung footwork, yung
Yes.
feet ng magkabilang boksingero.
And madalas yun ang problema. Apart from yung headbutt issues ano, sa mga gantong harapan. Eh yung kanilang yung kanilang lead foot madalas nagkakatapakan. And we saw a lot of that nung laban ni Manny Pacquiao against Juan Manuel Marquez.
Dennis, yung southpaw na si Kaoktoy, alam niya na napaparating yung straight right. What is the best punch to counter that?
He did it a while ago. He countered with the left, tumama sa mukha ni Cervania, and actually, around this time, I have Kaoktoy leading and winning this round.
Outworking itong si Cervania in the first couple of minutes of round number 2 is Arnel Kaoktoy. Dinidiin na ni Cervania, catching his foe on the ropes. Again, Kaoktoy weathering the storm and throwing back some punches of his own. Almost exclusively going down to the body itong si Cervania.
And just like that, partner, bigla na aga ni Cervania yung upper hand in this round. He was able to connect a good left to the face and then a few more shots to the body.
You know, sometimes it only will take you an explosion like that
Yes.
to be able to steal the round. Ang ganda rin ng counter right mula dito kay Cervania.
10 seconds.
Oh, another body punch. This time around, Kaoktoy was more ready for it. As Kaoktoy unleashes a 3-punch combination just as the bell sounds. See this counter to the body mula kay Cervania. He was waiting for Arnel Kaoktoy to launch in at him, timed it perfectly, and landed another one to the breadbasket. 10-8 yung first round. Dennis,
Yes.
who did you score the second round for?
Well, I gave that dito kay Cervania. Although, middle of that round, I was talking about how Kaoktoy was making the right adjustments, ano, para makalamang siya for a while. Pero because of that explosive flurry of punches na binitawan ni Cervania, it would be easy really for me to give that round dito kay Cervania.
Body work yung pinakita ditong si Cervania in round number 2. And Dennis, ano ba talaga yung magagawa nung agresibong pag-atake sa katawan?
Well, malaking bagay yan. Sabi nga nila, no, pagka yung katawan ng inuuna mo, the head will follow, no? And for a while, it was a lost art, ano? Until such time na, yun nga, nagkaroon tayo ng mga trainers who are good at that, ano, in reminding their fighters of how important yung pag-atake sa katawan.
For a time, yung power punchers natin, lagi headhunters, no?
Yes.
But again, as you said, it's a very important aspect of sweet science to attack the body. Kasi yun lang naman talaga yung magpapababa sa kamay ng boksingero para bumukas na yung taas.
And dun papasok yung magiging crucial ng isang trainer, ano? Reminding their fighters of yung importance of attacking the body. Especially for a fight like this, partner, it's actually more of a chess match,
Yeah.
ano?
Cervania loading up on that overhand right. Now goes down low with it. Another punch to the body. Alam mo, Dennis, napansin ko kahit na itong si Cervania yung agresibo, pag si Kaoktoy yung umaatake, meron din siyang binibitawan na counters.
Yes. Skill-wise, lamang yung Cervania, but itong si Kaoktoy is actually a thinking fighter. Kanina nung second round, we saw him connecting a few counter punches, and then biglang naibago ni Cervania yung estilo. Siya yung nag-counter. Reason why he was able to snatch that second round at least sa ating scorecard. And now, he's just waiting for Kaoktoy to move in. At siya yung kuma-counter dito. We're talking about Cervania.
Yep, staying low with that right hand, ready to shoot it down the middle pagpasok nitong si Kaoktoy. 2 minutes gone by in our third round. Again, this will only be a 6-round fight in the super bantamweight category. Good 1-2 coming from Arnel Kaoktoy. Napaurong niya doon itong si Cervania.
Well, in a way, what's impressive about Kaoktoy is that he really prepared well for this fight. Remember in first round, he got caught with a shot to the body. Usually, pagkakulang ka sa conditioning, mahirap mag-recover from that type of shot, ano? Perfectly timed shot to the body. Tapos tinatamaan pa siya ng mga counters sa mukha. He's being dominated, pero we cannot say that he's totally out of this fight.
Yep,
Nandyan pa rin yung threat ni Kaoktoy.
he is definitely giving Servania a good challenge sa pagbubukas ng ating fight card dito sa -10. Again, back-to-back weeks, Dennis, na meron tayong fight card sa ESPN5.
Alam mo, parang boxing clinic yung nangyayari dito, partner, ano? When to adjust, how to adjust, ano?
And so far, Rolando Servania doing very well in his fight against Arnel Kaoktoy.
I would like to thank our sponsors, One Pack and Parsless Smart. Of course, we'd like to thank everyone at ESPN5, and it's all been brought to you by Sandman Promotions.
Seeing some of the action in round number 3, there was the loaded overhand right na pinakawalan nitong si Servania. And that right straight down the middle. Nasangga ng konti nitong si Arnel Kaoktoy, but still scoring punches for Rolando.
Yeah, so that was a wild right, ano, binitawan doon ni Servania. But it was something that was necessary at that time. Maganda yung depensa ni Kaoktoy. And Servania, he saw at that time na kailangan niya medyo maging awkward with that punch. And yun na nga, tumama yung wild but perfectly timed right from Servania.
This is the first of our 3 preliminary matches to set us up for our main card, which will then be live on ESPN5. And nakalimutan yata nitong corner, nitong si Kaoktoy, yung kanyang mouthpiece. You cannot start boxing without it. Siyempre, ang priority natin is to still keep all of our boxers safe.
Yes. Alam mo, partner, ang kulang lang sa laban na to, I think, is yung jab. Ano? Not much jab ang binibitawan ng either fighters.
Another low blow landed
1 point.
by Rolando Servania immediately.
Oh,
Mabilis. After only the second low blow, binigyan na siya ng 1-point deduction ng ating referee.
Okay, okay.
that's crucial, partner. Kasi parang one round was taken away from you.
Especially if Kaoktoy ends up winning this round. Malaking bagay yan para sa kanya in the scorecards.
So if he wins this round, pwede maging 10-8
That
yung
is true.
score na yun.
And that would basically cancel out yung knockdown ng first round. Again, if Kaoktoy ends up winning round number 4. But Dennis, yun talaga yung risk eh. If you throw a lot of body punches, at some point, pwede talagang bumaba yan.
Well, probably yung long layoff nakikita natin na kahit pa paano nakaka-apekto pa rin dito kay Servania because his timing is medyo pagka yung mga ganong sa katawan nagkakaroon ng konting issue.
Box.
If you're Servania, these final seconds of round number 4 are must-win para sa'yo to overcome that point deduction.
Yes, of course.
But we've seen him pwedeng dumiin itong si Servania, looking to trap Kaoktoy on the ropes. But so far, nagiging mailap itong si Arnel.
From time to time, pinapakita ni Servania, partner, yung kanya ability to throw flurries of punches in a snap. Ano? Bigla niya naaagaw no? Yung momentum from his opponent.
Box.
But it was Kaoktoy who landed a good lead left. Oh, good counter mula kay Servania. Will that signify an attack, a barrage from him in the final seconds of round number 4? Ayaw magpa-corner.
Yes.
Kaoktoy, bumitaw ng 4-punch combination, Dennis.
Sabi nga natin, it's more of a chess match ang nangyayari dito.
Good 1-2. Started with a hook, finished it with the left straight. These are smart combinations coming from Kaoktoy.
And pwedeng mapunta kay Kaoktoy itong round na to. He's doing his best round actually. Nakikita natin dito from Arnel Kaoktoy.
At tuloy-tuloy, no? Hindi siya bumitaw, unlike what happened in round number 2. Just controlled aggression, consistent. And Kaoktoy might just steal this one. And adding to the point deduction, napakalaking bagay niyan for him in the scorecards. Final seconds of round number 4. We'll be back for more here at the Midas Tent and Casino.
Kasi nag-react siya, yung knockdown mo kanina, pareho na yun. Iyo ka. Pag nalakas ko mong buwali na ka. Ay, pinatak.
Seeing some of the action in round number 4, nakauluhan ng konti sa pagkakataon na yon. And that hook just landing behind the ear. Itong si Roland Cervania, as we're just about ready to pick things up at round number 5. The first match of ESPN5's presentation. Our main event, of course, our interim WBA bantamweight champion, Reymart Gaballo, going up against Yuya Nakamura of Japan.
And during the break, partner, we heard for the most part, yung corner ni Cervania reminding their fighter about yung pagiging crucial nung point deduction.
Yes.
Sabi nga nila parang knockdown yun. So you have to be more active in this round.
Especially the way Kaoktoy fought in round number 4. Kanino mo ba binigay yung round na yun, Dennis?
But I gave that dito nga kay Kaoktoy because apart from that point deduction, he was really active. And I mentioned that during the round, na that was actually his best round so far.
Good move coming from Kaoktoy, showing us some footwork. Mabilis na 1-2, tapos step to the side. And now he is the one attacking Cervania.
And yun nga ang gusto ko rito kay Kaoktoy. He's a thinking fighter. His opponent is more skillful, pero hindi siya nawawala ng pag-asa. He keeps on moving inside, pero alam mong iniisip niya yung bawat kilos niya.
Good punch down the middle for Cervania. Yung tanong din dito, kumusta yung training nitong si Cervania? How are his legs? As we said, it's a 4-year layoff. That's a 4-year separation from the grind of boxing. Can he have enough gas to finish strong in this matchup?
And remember, yung kanyang comeback fight was a first-round stoppage.
That is correct.
So parang wala rin yun. This is actually more of his comeback fight. Ano itong nangyayari dito? He's getting active. He's getting a lot of a challenge from Kaoktoy.
Good punch mula dito kay Kaoktoy. That was another left hand. Na maganda yung tama. Now he's moving a lot smarter. Engaging, disengaging, moving to the side. And now he is putting punches together here in round number 5.
Cervania could be in trouble, partner. Unbeaten itong si Cervania, and that 0 record. The clean slate of Cervania medyo natathreaten dito.
Kaoktoy is being very smart as well pag nararamdaman niya na yung mga lubid. He weathers the early storm, tapos bumibitaw din siya ng kombinasyon bago kumalas. At that particular time, Cervania connects with a right hand. Good body work from Cervania. He's trying to win this round.
Pero maganda yung depensa ni Kaoktoy dun sa mga body attacks of Cervania. And kumakaunter rin ang right hook itong si Kaoktoy.
Oh, good 1-2, followed by a left mula kay Cervania. Almost scoring a knockdown at the tail end of round number 5. Was that flurry enough to convince the judges to give him round number 5? Malalaman po natin yan in just a little bit.
This is the sixth and final round.
Sixth and final round, and you can witness the tail end of it. 1-2's landing, and almost flooring itong si Kaoktoy once again. Rolando Cervania perhaps stealing round number 5 from his foe.
You know, yung 10-point mass system, siguro scoring 101 lang, partner, You can get tagged 3 times, 3 clean blows, pero kung bumawi ka ng isa lang, and you're able to hurt your opponent seriously, scoring-wise, lamang yung kalaban mo 3-1, but you get to win that round because of that single punch na talaga namang nakasakit doon sa kalaban mo.
Final round in this super bantamweight matchup between Rolando Cervania and Arnel Kaoktoy. So far, we have Cervania up in the cards. Pero sabi mo nga rin, Dennis, yung second round ay malapit din naman. It could have swung either way for these fighters.
Well, the 5th round, partner, before that flurry of Cervania, I had Kaoktoy ahead in that round. And yun nga, tumama ng combination itong si Cervania. But the problem is, baka yung mga judges dun sa ibang angle nila, merong judges who would consider that more of a push.
Pero si Cervania wants a big ending to this matchup. He's being very aggressive here in round number 6. Does not want to settle for just a decision victory.
Well, Cervania is supposed to be the better fighter, the more skillful fighter. So dapat nilalabas niya yun.
Cervania gets his opponent on the corner, kaya naman yumakap itong si Kaoktoy.
And Cervania is doing just that dito sa round na to. He's showing us yung kanyang advantage in skill and in power.
Looping right coming from Cervania. Again, he backs up Kaoktoy. Bilis nung patama nung kanya right straight. Now he's just teeing off, landing at will against Kaoktoy.
You know, partner, all I can say right now is that this is a product of good matchmaking.
Yeah. Even if Rolando Cervania is 7-0, this will be ruled as a slip. Nadulas. Itong si Cervania, he'll be okay. Medyo nagulat din yata na bigla nasa sahig na siya.
Nagkapatiran doon, partner.
Again, that's just a part of the intricacies of boxing. A lefty versus an orthodox fighter. Eh, paminsan talaga magkukrus yung kanilang mga lead feet. And going back to the matchmaking, this is a stern challenge for Roland Cervania.
And a wonderful job on the part of the handlers of Cervania because, yun nga, he used to be a good prospect and now he's getting tested after that hiatus.
Oh, you have to love it when fights end that way. Exchanging at the bell, Roland Cervania and Arnel Kaoktoy giving us a great start here inside the Midas Hotel and Casino.
Yeah, well, still, tough fight to score. Although yung sa atin kasi, based on our angle, and we have different angles, because of television, it has to be Cervania.
But there's no doubt about it. He was in a fight against Arnel Kaoktoy, a gallant veteran. 6 wins, 6 losses, and a draw.
And if he gets to win this fight, for him to get back on track, yung mga ganitong klase laban ang dapat kunin niya.
Oh, maganda sa record, yung mga one-round knockout, yung mga early stoppages, but ito yung magpapahusay sa'yo.
Because kung puro ganon, you're just fooling yourself actually.
So the comeback tour of Roland Cervania continues. His second fight off a 4-year layoff. And from our scorecards, it looks like he will be successful in staying undefeated sa pagsisimula ng ating fight card.
You know, yung mga fight fans, partner, they should also appreciate yung mga katulad ni Kaoktoy. His 6-6 record-wise, parang hindi maganda, But we saw how tough he is, how intelligent he is inside the ring. Meron siya mga kakulangan and he tries to, parang cover up dun sa mga kakulangan niya by being a hard-working guy. He got tagged by a good body shot in the first round. He came back from it and he gave Cervania a tough night.
This was the tail end of our matchup as both wanted a great ending to it. Our fans being treated to a firefight early in our card. Kaya naman, napapalakpak sila, napasigaw sa dulo ng ating laban. As we send it over to our ring announcer.
Okay, fight fans, here at the Midas Hotel and Casino in Pasay City. After 6 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judge Elmo Coloma scores about 59-53, and judges Noel Haduka and Virgilio Garcia both see about 58-54, all for your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated at 8-0, Rolando Moy Moy Cervania.
Congratulations, Rolando Cervania, our winner by a unanimous decision. One judge gave Kauklay 1 round, yung dalawa binigyan siya ng 2 rounds. He definitely agree with the decision.
Yes, of course. And again, sabi nga natin, yung mga ganitong laban ang dapat kunin. Itong si Rolando Cervania, for him to get back on track at ma-realize niya yung kanyang potentials eventually.
Rolando Cervania, of course, with his promoter, JC Manangkel. And that'll be it for your first matchup. Check us out for more boxing action here on ESPN5.
Our referee for this next bout, Elmo Coloma. Judges, Greg Ortega, Virgilio Garcia, and Noel Haduka.
We continue boxing action here inside the Midas Hotel and Casino with a bout at the 114 category. Jervin Mama going up against Mervin Lulu. As we thank you for joining us on ESPN5, taking a look at their tail of the tape, Dennis.
Yes, mas bata itong prospect ng si Jervin Mama, and both came in just below the weight limit. And as far as reach is concerned, walang may advantage. But in terms of fight record, of course, Mama is undefeated, and he is the man to watch dito sa laban na to.
Jervin Mama, only 21 years of age. Again, another orthodox versus southpaw fight. So yung mga sinabi natin kanina in the first matchup will still hold true in this one.
Yeah, hopefully, mas maganda pa yung nangyari. O yung mangyayari dito sa laban na to.
Sending it over now to Ted Lerner inside the ring.
Boxing fans, the action continues here at the Midas Hotel and Casino in Pasay City, Metro Manila. And it's all brought to you by Sandman Promotions, sponsored by One Pac-Man Party List and by Smart, and being broadcast by ESPN5. Now, this next contest, 6 rounds in the flyweight division. Referees, first of all, judges scoring this bout on a 10-point must system at ringside. Greg Ortega, Virgilio Garcia, and Noel Haduka. And when the bell rings, your third man in the ring, referee in charge, Elmo Coloma. Now let's meet the fighters. Firstly, fighting out of the blue corner tonight, wearing the red and yellow. He went in at 113.5 pounds. Fight record, 5 wins, 4 losses, 2 draws, 2 wins by knockout. He hails from Bagumbayan, Sultan Kudarat. Would you please welcome Mervin Lulu. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner tonight, wearing the black, blue, and white of the Sandman stable. He weighed in at 112.5 pounds. Fight record, undefeated, 8 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 5 wins by knockout. He hails from General Santos City, Philippines. Would you please welcome Jerwin Iron Fist Moma. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, referee Elmo Coloma with the last-minute instructions. 6 rounds.
6, okay. Makinig ha. 6 rounds tayo. Okay, laging sumunod sa mga utos ko. Mag-ingat lang sa ulo. Okay? Sige, magsabi kong break. Awat ka agad, wala na susuntok. Kamay kayong dalawa at good luck.
Mama versus Lulu in this 114-pound matchup, a 6-rounder. As these two are still getting started sa kanilang mga boxing careers, what should we know, Dennis, about these two fighters?
Well, for one, itong si Mama is called Iron Fist, pero para mas gusto ng mga handles niya, tawagin siyang lightning because of his blinding speed. And he is a twin brother of a regional champion, Jason Mama, AB medaled amateur fighter. He's a gold medalist Pac-Man Cup in 2015 and 2-time Prisa gold medalist. That's Jervin Mama in black ba yan or parang green eh, no? Dark green.
I think nasa print lang. I think it's black, yellow, and white ang mga kulay ng ating Sandman Promotions. Again, this event is presented by ESPN5 with Sandman and supported by One Pac-Man Party List, Smart, and Midas Hotel and Casino.
Break up! Break!
So pagsisimula ng ating laban, nakikita natin agad na maganda yung mga patama ditong si Mama.
Yes. And actually, between the two, parang mas malapad itong si Mervin Lulu.
Yeah. Masyado pang malayo yung pinanggagalingan ng mga suntok ditong si Lulu as Mama connects right in the kisser.
And true enough, itong si Jervin Mama showing us a lot of hand speed.
Ganda ng hook nitong si Mama. Okay din naman yung counter nitong si Lulu, landing that right hand. Parehong orthodox ang ating fighters. You see there, Lulu trying to establish his jab.
I think if ever itong si Jervin Mama, medyo yung depensa niya is a bit suspect. Yes, mabilis nga yung kanyang hand speed, pero Para merong opening every time that he throws those combos.
Again, the point of boxing is to hit and not be hit. Yan po ang sweet science. So even if you're scoring, if you are leaving yourself open, baka tamaan ka ng isang malakas.
Yes. But right now, itong si Mama showing us a good footwork. He was able to avoid the attack of Lulu by backpedaling a lot,
8 wins, 5 via knockout. Mapapagalitan ka ng ating referee. That was a blatant disregard for his instruction to break as Lulu threw a punch after. Good hook, left hook. Gervin Mama, and that is where we will end things in our first round in this match. Muli nating tignan ang mga magagandang patama. Itong si Gervin Mama connecting with that left hook just as itong si Lulu overextended himself. Tinamaan siya ng counter.
Yes. So far, timing is impressive on the part of Gervin Lulu. Medyo raw pa masasabi, pero yun nga, I agree with the handlers of Gervin Mama na talaga namang blinding speed ang one of the weapons of Gervin Mama.
And we have to credit our matchmakers for making this happen. Gervin Mama at saka Mervin Lulu. Ewan ko lang kung di tayo magkabulol-bulol maya-maya dito sa mga pangalan nila.
Well, so far kasi itong si Lulu partner is more of a someone na nag-aantay lang ng opportunity.
Yeah.
He's not to be a very active boxer. I think he's more of a counter puncher. It's just that hindi niya mahanapan ng tamang timing and opening si Gervin Mama.
Stance pa lang Dennis, kita mo na mas hilig niya magbitaw ng counter punches as he's just waiting for itong si Mama to come in. But so far, may pinapakita rin naman na head movement itong si Mama evading the counters. That is another warning kay Lulu. Second time that he punched after the break. Referee natin sa ating unang laban, second low blow, nagbawas na ng punto. Itong ating referee ngayon is being a little more patient with Lulu.
Yes, pero that doesn't mean na sinasabi natin na mas hindi okay itong referee na ito,
Yep.
Actually, that was a good right from Gervin Mama.
Tas lang ang suntok, tas lang.
Going back to the point about referees, parang fighter din yan may kanya-kanyang estilo, may kanya-kanyang gustong gawin ng ating mga referees.
Well, yung first fight kasi, the low blow was very obvious.
Kabit na kabit
And medyo nag-stall yung action for a while.
Pero ito, maganda ang palitan ng suntok, but the fight so far is being dictated by Gervin Mama, the younger fighter, only 21 years of age.
The thing that is being tested dito kay Mama in this fight is his power and his ability to hurt his opponent. Because makikita mo yung Lulu is medyo malapad,
Another one, kakasigaw lang ng break sumuntok ulit itong si Lulu. Escaping a warning that time.
Tas lang ang suntok.
Malapad kasi itong si Lulu partner and so far yung power ni good right there.
Silang dalawa nagkapalitan ng suntok, but I think Mama itong nahilo ngayon.
Yes.
And Lulu is on the attack. Another strong punch coming from Lulu. As Mama is on shaky legs right now, that will be the end of our round. What a performance in the dying seconds for Mervin Lulu. Dennis, in that round, you made a point about itong power or lack thereof nitong si Mama. If you can see that, parehong napakalinis nung kanilang mga suntok. Pero itong si Mama, yung mas nasaktan.
Actually, the supposed weakest part of one's face is yung panga or yung jaw. And Mama was able to connect a good right to the jaw of Lulu, pero hindi niya ininda. So I have a feeling that Lulu probably, sige, if it goes to the scorecard, sa'yo na to. Pero he'll just wait for his moment, the right moment. And true enough, yun nga nangyari. In that round, he was able to hurt Jervin Mama. Alam niya wala siyang laban sa bilis. Alam niya wala siyang laban in terms of combinations. But the thing that hurt most in solid blows, doon nagre-rely itong si Lulu.
Punchers will always have chances, as Lulu showed us in that round number 2.
Alam na niya, no? Alam niya nga wala siyang laban in terms of scales and volume of shots. Pero nakaabang lang itong si Mervin Lulu.
Tanong lang, Dennis, did you think that ending was enough to score the round para dito kay Mervin Lulu?
I guess so. Because remember, towards the end, he was able to connect with a good left.
Yeah.
So he did just enough para makuha yung round na yon. We're talking about Mervin Lulu.
And he actually got Mama in shaky legs for a good maybe 20 seconds sa dulo ng ating round number 2. It looks like he has recovered after that round break.
Well, maybe physically. Pero yung mental state, ewan natin. Ano kasi, napansin mo, medyo maingat siya ngayon. He's not as aggressive as before.
Trying to double up on that lead right hand. Yung una, tumama. Yung pangalawa, hindi na. Nabasa na ng depensa ni Mervin Lulu.
Yes, and itong si Mama partner, madalas tumitingin sa kanyang corner as if asking for guidance, asking for help. Something that didn't happen sa first 2 rounds of this fight.
Si Lulu nagpapalit-palit ng stance, ha? I think it's confusing him a little bit as he gets blocked with an over right hand from Mama. Mama now investing to the body. Susukat ng 1-2, landing correct that time. Again, if Lulu does not hurt Mama, eh parang madaling sumungkit ng round para dito kay Jervin.
Yes.
Lulu trying to bait Mama into an engagement sa gitna ng ating ring. Mama being very cautious as he has already felt the power of Lulu.
And Lulu just being patient, no, with his attacks, with his stance. Kaya parang between the two, partner, lamang nga sa puntos, lamang sa shots itong si Mama, but parang mas may confidence pa itong si Lulu.
And that is just the kind of fighter that he is. And of round number 3. Clean right hand. Basang-basa. Sukat na sukat. But Lulu knew it was coming. Kaya naman inuro niya ng konti yung kanyang ulo to soften the blow nung pagtama sa kanya.
And actually, he's showing no respect dito sa punching power
no?
ni Mama.
As our bosses on ESPN5, including our head, Lloyd Manaloto, already here for our second match of the fight card. Again, 6 fights po tayo. This is the second one. Our main card will be aired live on ESPN5. The question for Mama is, will you be okay We're just winning ng puntusan kontra dito kay Lulu.
Oh, kasi itong si Mama right now, volume-wise lamang siya. But in terms of quality of shots, I would like to think that Lulu is the stronger puncher between the two. It's just that Lulu is having some problems with the speed of Mama.
Now you can see Lulu trying to engage. Siya naman yung sumusubok na magdikta ng mga palitan nila ng suntok sa loob.
But alam ni Lulu that he can hurt Mama. It's just that yung makakita na siya ng tamang opportunity.
Here in round number 4, siguro it will be a better idea for him to be a little more aggressive. Kasi inactivity, actually, yung nagpatalo sa kanya rounds number 1 and 3.
Yes. But Lulu should realize yung mechanics ng 10-point mass system. It's all about the quality of shots. It's all about hurting your opponent.
Zervin Mama, mukhang nakalimutan na yung pinagdaanan niyang kanina in round number 2 as he has recovered completely from that predicament. Lulu just putting his gloves down, baiting Mama to engage. And as you said, no respect to the punching power.
You know, Mama's ahead. He's winning rounds, but between the two, I think mas focus pa rin si Lulu. I can see a bit of frustration on the part of Mama. Ay, kita mo, tingin sa kanyang corner. He knows that something is wrong, or he's feeling something is wrong about whatever he's doing inside the ring.
Parang hindi niya makuha yung totoong laro niya.
Yes.
No? Tinatanong niya sa corner niya kung ano ba yung nangyayari. And again, that is not a bad sign because as we say, yung boksingero, isa lang naman yung nakikita mo sa ring, yung kalaban mo. But the corner, nakikita nila pareho kayo. 1-2 landing there for Lulu.
Break.
We will end our 4th round. About ready to start round number 5 in this 6th round encounter. 114 pounds yung contracted weight. So that is just below yung ating 115 na weight category talaga.
Yeah, so technically it's within the super
flyweight, junior bantamweight.
Yes.
Kung ano man yung gusto nyong itawag dyan.
Break.
So far, Mama is doing it with his boxing. Clinical, malinis, precise. But Lulu, as we said, always has that puncher's chance. He was able to hurt Mama in the 2nd round. He can definitely do it again.
Yes. Well, Mama, he feels threatened still at this point. At inabot siya ng left hook from Lulu.
Ito yung hinahanap natin kanina mula kay Lulu. No? Kailan ka magiging agresibo? When will you force the action? And he's doing it that here in round number 5. Good exchange coming from both fighters. But Lulu is very, very aggressive. He's going for broke here in round number 5, but he gets tagged with a counter right hand down the middle.
But Lulu doesn't mind if he gets tagged. Pumapasok pa rin. He should do this a lot if he wants to win this fight. Because me personally, I don't think makukuha niyo ito sa scorecards. Around this time, I feel that he should knock Mama out if he wants to win this fight.
And that, I think, was a slip.
But he got a bit cocky in that instance, partner.
Yun yung nangyayari. Because of his aggression, nawawalan na siya ng balance. Good sneaky uppercut. Wala kay Mama. Lulu, did he punch himself out in the opening minutes of the fifth? Because he was being very successful, Dennis, with what he was doing. Eh, ngayon, biglang tumigil na lang. Biglang balik sa wala.
He's trying to get yung kanyang second win. Ito mo, nawala na yung kanyang timing. So obviously, nakababa na yung kanyang mga kamay. So that's a sign na medyo hinahapo na itong si Mervin Lulu.
Si Mama, walang nagbago. Still very scientific with his boxing. Waiting for an opportunity to counter.
Break!
Pag kasi pagod ka na, wala na masyadong pakialam yung bitaw mo sa suntok, and that opens you up for counters. Mervin Mama stalking his prey.
Mama's being careful. Alam niyang malakas pa rin sumuntok itong si Lulu.
Mervin Mama connected with a straight right hand. That must have been the best punch he had in this entire fight as we end round number 5.
This is the 6th and final round.
6th round of what has been a very entertaining matchup. Perfectly timed, right? Tapos biglang step to the side. Wala na. Wala nang pagkakataon para maka-counter ito si Lulu.
And before that, nakita natin na si Lulu, medyo nilabas yung kanyang mouthpiece. Kumukuha ng hangin, no? Around that time, si Mervin Lulu.
He had a great start in the 5th round. His best minute and maybe 20 seconds, and then all of a sudden, he stopped.
Now the question is, magiging aggressive pa rito si Jervin Mama.
Mama answering that very quickly.
Well, because based on our observation, kinakapos na itong si Mervin Lulu.
And for Jervin Mama, this may be the right time to go for the kill.
And give his all, because this is the final round.
So in terms of our scorecards, he's safely ahead. No? Wala namang problema dyan. Wala namang pinag-uusapan. But, you know, to make an impression sa Filipino boxing fans na nandito at nanonood from wherever they are, yun yung gustong gawin dito sa Jervin Mama ngayon.
Yes. To create an impression and prove na yung kanyang menacing record is no fluke. That he is fighting someone who's really tough and determined.
That's definitely the case in Mervin Lulu, providing to be a good challenge dito kay Jervin Mama.
And we can see blood dun sa...
Oh, good punch, good right from Mama. Now he's digging into the body. Lulu, napuwersahang yumakap as he was in trouble there.
In trying to analyze itong knockout ability ni Jervin Mama, I think he's not a strong puncher, yung single punch, you know. But he's got great timing at saka maganda siya bumoto ng mga combinations.
Kumbaga, i-investan ka muna niya, na-knockout ka na niya later rounds.
Yes.
Pag nakarami na siyang connection sa'yo.
Oo. So if ever, kung merong kulang dito kay Mama is that yung atake sa katawan. We saw a lot of that in the first fight. Something na kulang naman dito sa arsenal of Jervin Mama.
But he can definitely try to learn from Roland Cervantes. They are both under the Sandman banner. Another good right hand. Oh, left hook. Lulu is in trouble. Jervin Mama wants a big ending to this matchup. Mama pushing it on. Marching forward. He wants another stoppage victory. Lulu is bloodied, busted up, beat up in this 6-round battle. As we go to the final 10 seconds of this fight. Oh, another big right for Jervin Mama. And that will cap this fight. What a performance from Jervin.
Yes. For someone na hindi mo panapapanood itong si Jervin Mama, and with the record that he has, isipin mo parang menacing fighter, no? But he's actually tactical, na mabilis.
Jervin Mama versus Mervin Lulu. Battle at 114 pounds. We're just waiting for the final decision. But impressive performance. Dumaan siya sa paghihirap, sa pagsubok ng round number 2. Got over it, got back to his strength, and almost scored a knockdown in the 6th and final round.
A good workout para dito kay Jervin Mama. And again, partner, we need fights like this. Excellent matchmaking. You know, these guys are trying to make a name for themselves. Hindi pa natin masyado kilala. And the only way for them to be known and for people to be aware of their presence at least is ma-involved sa mga ganitong klaseng laban. Not the one-sided type, no? Na matatapos ang first, second round. Dito nakita natin na actually wala masyadong clinching.
Yep. And Mervin Lulu going around the ring. Binibigyan naman siya ng magandang ovation ng ating mga fans, appreciative of the effort that he was able to put into this fight. Jervin Mama is an impressive fighter all around as we send it over to Ted Lerner.
Fight fans, here at the Midas Hotel and Casino in Pasay City, Metro Manila, after 6 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Firstly, Judge Virgilio Garcia scores about 58 to 56. And Greg Ortega and Noel Haduka both scored about 59, 55. All for your winner and still undefeated. Now 9-0-1. Jervin Iron Fist Mama.
Jervin Mama, your winner via unanimous decision.
Another round of
Hard-earned
applause.
win.
Fighter with the
Para kay
big
Jervin,
Mervin Lulu.
as Mervin
Good
Lulu
job,
gave
Mervin.
him everything he could handle.
Yes, pero mas gusto ko yung non-bigger na Lightning than yung current alias niya na Iron Fist because talagang blinding yung bilis nitong si Jervin Mama.
Congratulations, Jervin Mama, as he stays undefeated, 9 wins, only a draw soils his perfect career. Coming to you from the Midas Hotel and Casino, this is ESPN5 Boxing as we present Gaballo versus Nakamura. Our next match at hand, Karjun Karkosha versus Renerio Arizala. And this fight will be in the featherweight category. 23-year-old Karjun Karkosha against a 24-year-old Arizala. You can see there a huge reach advantage for Karkosha. He is undefeated, 4 wins, all via knockouts. Itong si Arizala naman, 13-8-2 with 5 stoppages.
And that's a huge 4-inch reach advantage, partner, considering na pareho lang naman sila ng height, ano?
Yeah.
So tingnan natin kung magagamit ni Karkosha yung advantage na yan dito sa laban na to.
We now go up to our ring announcer, Ted Lerner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boxing action continues here at the Midas Hotel and Casino in Pasay City, Metro Manila, Philippines. This next contest brought to you, of course, by Sandman Promotions, One Pac-Man Party List, and Smart. And it is 8 rounds in the featherweight division. Judges scoring this bout at ringside on a 10-point must system. Virgilio Garcia, Jojo Llanera, and Noel Haduka. And when the bell rings, your third man in the ring, referee in charge, Ferdy Estrella. Okay, now let's meet the fighters. Firstly, fighting out of the blue corner to my right, fighting out of the Peñalosa Boxing Stable. He went in at 127 pounds. Fight record, 13 wins, 8 defeats, 2 draws, 5 wins by knockout. He hails from Bacoor, Cavite. Here is the amazing Renerio Arizala. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner tonight, wearing the blue and white, and fighting out of the Sandman Boxing Stable. He went in at 126 pounds, fight records, 4 wins, no losses, all 4 victories by knockout. He hails from General Santos City. Here is the Iceman, Presco Karkosha. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 8 rounds featherweight, Ferdy Estrella with the final instructions.
O, laban, 8 round ha. Malinis na laban. Lahat ng foul, bawal. Okay? Pag sinabi kong break, break ng malinis, and step back. Okay? Intindi? Intindi? Okay. Touch glove. Good luck.
One of our favorite referees, the smiling Mr. Ferdinand Estrella, will be the 3rd man in the ring for this featherweight matchup between Karjun Karkosha, the undefeated fighter, against Renerio Arizala. Here is round number 1. Dennis, what can you tell us about these 2 fighters?
Well, gusto mo tanong, anong tawag natin dito? Presco ba or Karjun?
The Iceman.
The Iceman na lang, ano? Presco Karkosha. 4-0 with 4 KOs. Iyan ang titignan dito. Meron pa talagang power itong si Karkosha because he's facing someone. No, medyo makikita natin na maganda naman yung kanyang physique. And he's being trained by our good friend, Jonathan Peñalosa.
So if you come from a Peñalosa background, galing ka sa stable na yan, you have to be a very good scientific boxer.
Because they will not take in someone na wala namang potential.
That is definitely the case. Peñalosa, of course, one of the most well-known names in Philippine boxing. Pero ito yung si Karjun Karkosha wanting to add another victim of opponents that he has iced. Again, no one has heard the final bell yet kontra kay Karkosha. 4 fights, 4 knockout wins. So mukhang wala pang diin yung mga binibitawang suntok ni Karkosha. Just measuring up kung ano yung mga posibleng suntok na mapalanding dito sa kanyang kalaban.
And Karkosha, I like his style of throwing that left jab na madalas. So it gives an idea, no, na ma-set up ika nga itong si Karkosha.
Pero itong tindig ni Karkosha, pang featherweight talaga, no?
Yes.
Long, lanky. But he uses his speed very well. Renerio Arizala has not won since 2016. 2 years, he has compiled a record of 0 wins, 6 losses, and a draw. Actually started his career very well, Dennis, no? 12-0 ang kanyang paninimula ng career. Nasira lang talaga yung diskarte niya after he lost his first match against former world title challenger Ardin Diale.
So parang nagkaroon ng issue sa kanyang not only yung toughness but yung psychological aspect of his career.
And yung kumpiyansa mo kasi pagkatapos mong tumanggap ng talo, lalo na, I think that was a technical knockout loss very early in the matchup. Yung kumpiyansa mo babagsak pagkatapos matalo ng ganyan.
Yes. But that doesn't mean easy fight ito for Karkosha.
Yep.
Yes, makikita natin. Ang talagang pumapasok dito itong si Arizala.
And kung ikaw naman si Arizala, this could be the perfect way to end your losing skid and get a win against a fighter as hot as itong si Karjun Karkosha. And that is the end of our first round. You're seeing just some of the faces who have gathered inside the Midas tent. Dito sa Midas Hotel and Casino in Pasay City to witness steaming hot boxing action. This is the third and final fight of our preliminaries. Unang dalawang laban natin, Roland Cervania winning against Arnel Cauctoy via unanimous decision. Jervin Mama with an impressive performance against Mervin Lulu. At ngayon nga, Karjon Karkosha versus Renerio Arizala in a fight in the featherweight division. This is for 8 rounds. Dennis, 4 fights, already fighting an 8th rounder. Hindi natin masyado nakikita yung mga ganyan. Normally, 3-4, 4 na 6. Ganun yung progression ng ating mga fighters.
Well, for one, nakita na naman siguro ng gamit ng mga handlers ni Karkosha na pwede nang umakyat sa 8th rounder. And apart from that, alam naman natin na medyo dito sa division na to, kukunti pa rin actually yung mga Filipino fighters na mayroong magandang quality ring-wise.
Normally talaga nagta-top out yung mga locals natin. Super bantamweight division, mataas-taas na nga yan.
Yes.
The sweet spot for Philippine boxing is still in that flyweight range. From 108 hanggang sa 115.
And actually, you can include your 105 because remember, we have a world champion right now in Vic Saludar.
Mabigat nating world champion. Of course, it's Senator Manny Pacquiao in the welterweight division. After that, Nonito Donaire na.
Yes, in the bantamweight class. And it's good na umaabot sa bantamweight yung ating mga champions and the world beaters because for a while, naglalaro sa 105, 108, 112.
Yes. And yung market na yun hirap pa talaga ma-penetrate yung mga laban sa Las Vegas because they don't generate a lot of attention.
But right now, partner, itong si Karkosha is being tested here. We've seen a lot of good body blows from Arizala.
Yep. Itong si Karjun trying to counter with that left hook pero hindi pa rin tumatama masyado yan. Good aggressive start for amazing Arizala.
And almost exclusive sa katawan. Inaatake ni Arizala itong si Karkosha.
That's a very Peñalosa thing to do. Mas matangkad yung kalaban mo, atakihin mo sa katawan. That right slapping to the side of the body nitong si Karkosha.
especially with our good friend Jerry Peñalosa, partner, one of the best body attackers in all of boxing actually.
Hindi ko pa rin makakalimutan yung knockout punch niya against Johnny Gonzalez to win the bantamweight crown as we end round number 2. Seeing some of the highlights in our second round. Arizala taking to the body. And nakikita niya kasi na naapektuhan itong si Carjun. He is spinning to his side. That means you're being bothered by the body punch.
And nakita natin yun in that slow-mo replay. Medyo parang kulang pa sa depensa sa katawan itong si Carcosa.
Yung mahirap din dyan, it will also affect your offense kasi ayaw mong bitawan masyado yung mga suntok mo knowing that the body punch will be your opponent's counter. Right now, he's just trying to time yung left hook just as Arizala is coming in. Si Carjun loading up on that hook. He likes that punch to the attacking Arizala.
And Carcosa is also trying to attack the body of Arizala, pero talagang medyo tricky, no? To say the least, itong laban na to for Carcosa because he's facing someone who's a veteran of 23 fights. And this is just the 5th fight of Carcosa.
So it's a significant step up in terms of the level of competition for Carjun Carcosa.
You know, kahit nang sabihin mong losing streak si Arizala entering this fight, you know, you cannot just consider him as an easy opponent as it is right now. Carcosa he's ahead but he's in a way struggling, you know, to connect yung kanyang potent weapon, yung kanyang right straight.
Then I think this is the longest fight so far ever sa career nito si Carjun Carcosa. I believe he has a couple of one-rounders and a couple of two-rounders.
Yes.
So yung hangin, hindi pa inaabutan itong si Carcosa as he will have to test himself, push himself harder in this matchup.
So uncharted territory
That is
for
exactly what it is.
Carcosa itong situation na to.
Earlier, we had a warning from referee Estrella about the low blows nitong si Arizala. Good crisp counter left from Carcosa.
You know, I like that left hook ni Carcosa. I can see a lot of power in that.
Sa mga boksingero nating featherweight who also had an outstanding left hook, Luisito Espinosa.
Of course. And syempre, Nonito Donaire Jr.
Much better performance for Carcosa here in round number 3. It's good to see him staying aggressive even if may agresibo rin yung kanyang kalaban na si Arizala. Carcosa of the Sandman Boxing Stable wearing white and blue. Kabila naman, maroon, black and white for Arizala.
You know, this card, partner, is giving me an idea kung bakit ang Sandman is they continuously get to discover mga world-class fighters because of the impressive matchmaking.
Not spoon-feeding no? Hindi lang pinapakain ng biktima yung kanilang mga boksingero. Instead, they're really out to test them and prove their worth.
Yes.
Karjun Karkosha going wild. Pero sabi natin, yung pinakamagandang suntok so far in his arsenal is that left.
And mahirap kalaban, partner, yung favorite punch, yung left hook, because that's your deep handle. For an orthodox fighter like Karkosha na merong left hook, mahirap kalaban yung ganong klaseng boxer.
Tatanong mga tao, bakit dangerous yung suntok na yan? Because it's actually the closest distance from your body sa katawan ng kalaban mo. So you can stick it out quickly na mas makaka-recover ka ulit defensively.
And partner, iba yung confident ka and you're used to it and you like that. Ano? Kasi you can teach all boxers with your lead hand to throw a hook.
Si Karjun Karkosha tumidiin na in round number 4. Tinutukuran ng jab. Oh, but a good counter combination for Arizala. Phone booth fighting. Dalawang boksingerong ayaw maghiwalay. Throwing heavy letter against each other. ESPN5 boxing at its finest. And here, yung mga sinisigaw ng corner nitong si Arizala. Ikutan mo, stay out of the ropes. And give yourself a chance sa gitna. Good counter right for Arizala.
Well, we know that Karkosha is a strong puncher. We know that he's got wing generalship. But right now, what Karkosha is showing us, partner, is yung kanyang bravery and toughness.
Low blow landed by Arizala. But he also scored with the left hook sa taas. Very difficult round to score as both fighters landed their fair share here in round number 4. Arizala's corner imploring him to move forward and go on the attack.
Okay, bring it up. Come on. Bring it up. Step back.
Karjun not veering away from his skills, from his strengths.
And the power of Karkosha, partner, is really preventing Arizala to be consistent with his attacks. Ano?
Ayaw mo ring sumugal talaga eh, no? Knowing that a counter, a strong counter might be what's waiting for you when you come in. Arjun trying to establish the distance with his jab. Action slowing down a little bit at the tail end of round number 4. Again, this will be an 8-rounder.
Come on.
Ang ating pangatlong laban in the preliminary round. Right hand to the body, followed by a left to the head. Arizala looking for one big punch. Lead rights to end round number 4 for Karjun Karkosha. Action-packed round number 4 was the best punch of the round. A counter right hand. Ito yung low blow naman na sinundan na magandang left hook. Sana mula kay Arizala.
Yes.
But he was halted. Natigil yung kanyang pag-atake because the referee had to warn him for that punch.
But I don't think it was intentional on the part of Arizala,
Yes.
no? Yung low blow na yun. Kasi talaga napapasabay siya rito, no? Because from time to time si Karkosha, ipapakita rin ng more than enough activity inside the ring. Akala mo, parang one punch wonder lang yung mga ano niya, no? Yung style niya. But he's actually a very agile, no? And active fighter. Itong si Karkosha.
Good right hand from Karkosha. Pagin muna natin ang ating mga magigiting na kasama from the Games and Amusements Board of the Philippines. Chairman Baham Mitra, Chief of Boxing June Bautista, and Assistant Chief of Boxing Jackie Lou Cachos.
Right now, partner, Karkosha is showing us another aspect of his fighting style. Moving around the ring, using the left jab, throwing a 1-2 combination. At meron pang konting bounce. A testament to his impressive conditioning, partner. Kasi around this time, yung mga flat-footed, middle of the fight, hindi mo na makikita ng bounce yan eh, no?
Especially for a fighter na first time makatungtong sa round number 5. Definitely impressive itong si Karjun Karkosha. It also works out to his advantage dahil mas mahaba nga yung kanyang mga galamay as he can just snipe from the outside and wait na umatake si Arizala.
Okay, break it up. Step back.
And the psychological aspect of that, partner, kung ikaw si Arizala and you feel na you did enough para patamaan yung katawan ni Karkosha and makikita mo, meron pang ability to bounce around the ring, mapapaisip ka eh, no?
Habang ikaw napapagod ka na ng konti, yung kalaban mo tuloy-tuloy pa rin, and that could be a very frustrating feeling, especially missing shots like that na hindi mo maabutan yung kalaban mo. Another good left hook landing on the side of the face of Arizala.
And you know, in terms of movement, parang fresh na fresh pa itong si Karkosha.
Habang itong si Arizala ay nakikitaan na natin ang konting pagbagal from his work rate in the first 4 rounds.
He's an exciting prospect, partner, kung si Karjun Karkosha. The power with his shots. Nakita mo, bumabalik. He got tagged with the counter right. But instead of backpedaling, he actually tried to initiate an exchange of blows at the center of the ring.
I think at this point, kumpiyansa siya na kaya niya yung lakas ng Arizala. Starting to let his hands go midway through this fight in rounds number 4 and 5. And this is a featherweight battle scheduled for 8 rounds.
Okay. Time.
First jab, poking through the defense. Itong si Arizala.
Medyo tulak pa eh, no? Yung jab na yun. But again, yung penchant ni Karkosha to throw a jab, as you take a look at Mr. Joe Ramos of Team Manny Pacquiao, MP Promotions.
Box.
Round number 6, scheduled for 8. Ano naman ang bagong ipapakita sa atin ni Karjun Karkosha? In round number 5, he showed that he can hit from the outside, move around the ring, just connect with counters.
Yung defense, I think, that's one thing that Karkosha is trying to exhibit dito sa laban na to, because entering this bout, knockout artist supposedly itong si Karkosha. But right now, he's facing someone who is a tough hombre, so he knows the importance of being defensive.
No knockdown.
No knockdown, sabi ni referee Ferdy Estrella na dulas lang. Itong si Karjun Karkosha kanina kasama ni Joe Ramos, manager. Itong si Aston Paligte, Jason Song, and all of our friends in the boxing community showing up here at the Midas Hotel and Casino. At bakit nga naman hindi? You have 6 action-packed fights, 3 proven here in the preliminary round.
Yes.
Karkosha still content on staying outside and waiting for Arizala to engage.
Alam mo, partner, for someone who's just his 5th fight, mahirap ang ginagawa ni Karkosha, no? Backpedaling, throwing those jabs, and trying to maintain yung kanyang pace as well as the momentum.
Yung huling laban itong si Karkosha was also here sa Midas. He was at the undercard of the Randy Petal Korean versus Felix Alvarado world title match. May pa lamang nag-debut itong si Karkosha. But again, going back to your point, showing us experience beyond his years.
Yes.
Prior to this fight, he has never fought out of the 2nd round. Now, yung hangin nandyan, yung resistensya nandyan, still his work rate is where it was at the start of the match. Yep.
Still the same. And doon mo makikita, no, kung anong klaseng dedication meron sa training itong si Karkosha.
Pati yung galing ng adjustment ng boksingero at ng kanyang cornerman kanina. Nakakapuntos itong si Arizala when they were engaging against him. Ngayon, pinahirapan na nila ng husto. Hindi na makatama ng malinis itong si Arizala because of the distance.
To the point na napatahimik ni Karkosha yung cornerman ni Arizala.
Suntok na ba? Suntok. Suntok yan.
A big development at the tail end of that round.
Ayun. Nagkaroon ng headbutt.
Konting-konti lang no? Pero nakasugat na dito sa kilay nitong si Karkosha. Again, these are tests that he is facing for the first time in his boxing career.
Yes. Actually, before that, I already saw na parang merong galos no? Yung part na yon. And kaya nung nagkiskisan yung ulo, madali na, no? For that part of Karkosha's face na magkaroon ng cut.
So our referee, Ferdinand Estrella, correctly calling it as a headbutt. Pero that will give Arizala a target para diinan in the final couple of rounds of this match.
Yun ang ginagawa ngayon ni Renerio Arizala. Being aggressive at the start of this round.
Arjun Karkosha still trying to engage but at a distance.
Bring it up, come on. Step back. Step back.
Punch on the break mula kay Arjun. Ginitian lang ng veteranong si Arizala. Good punch from Arizala as he's loading up on that overhand. Sakto yung patama dun sa kilay ni Karkosha.
But Karkosha still composed. Ano yung nakakabilib dito kay Karkosha? He's attacking just enough, throwing some bombs.
Hindi siya lumalaban. Like he's ahead in this matchup, still working hard.
Making sure na hindi makakuha ng momentum itong si Arizala.
Kahit na pumapatak na yung dugo sa kaliwang bahagi ng kanyang pisngi, abante pa rin itong si Karkosha. Another overhand landed by Arizala. Kulang, kapos yung 1-2 nitong si Karjun. So maganda lang dito sa cut, no? Hindi dumidiretso sa mata yung dugo as it's flowing to its side.
Yes.
Not impairing the vision of Karjun. Good body punch from Arizala. Final minute of round number 7. Again, Karjun Karkosha is the undefeated fighter. 4 fights, 4 early knockouts in his career. Arizala has not won since 2016, but he is not fighting like a patsy opponent. Hindi siya pinapunta dito para lamang tumanggap ng pagkakatalo.
Yes, andun pa rin yung intention, ano, to score a victory. Itong si Arizala. While si Karkosha, partner, a good test for him. Not only physically, but mentally. He's bloodied, but he keeps on scoring those blows. Very focused. Yun ang maganda rito kay Karkosha.
Karjun Karkosha still trying to score. Comes up empty with a 1-2-3 as we end round number 7.
This is the 8th and final round.
Wala tayo apir. Ha? Wala tayo apir. Paminaw, wala tayo apir. Jab, jab, tertahuan jab. Tertahuan jab, ha? Angkat tidak perlu dire. Ikaw, ha?
Touch glove. Come
Eighth
on, blast
and
out.
final round in this featherweight matchup between Karjun Karkosha and Renerio Arizala. So far, we've been treated to 3 outstanding matchups. This one also good, as we've seen the biggest test of Karjun Karkosha's short career.
Well, partner, scoring-wise,
Come on.
it's a
Step
bit
back,
one-sided.
step back.
Pero makikita mo itong si Arizala is fighting as if meron pa siyang chance ng manalo. Yun ang maganda rito sa mga ganitong klaseng boxers.
Debuting in May with a first round knockout. Lumabad muli July, second round knockout. September, TKO in the first round. October, TKO in the second round. Yan po ang karera so far for Karjun Karkosha. Now he is engaged in an 8-fight battle against the veteran Arizala. Karjun Karkosha still trying to stay aggressive, even though the distance is already favoring him. Umaagos na yung dugo sa kaliwang bahagi ng kanyang kilay. Still fighting hard, fighting smart, at hindi rin talaga mapatamaan ng malinis ni Arizala.
Yes.
Ano si Karjun, no? Paminsan sinusuntok-suntok niya yung may dugong part just to clear the blood.
Well, doon pumapasok yung experience, ano, ni Arizala. Kaya naman, it's safe to say that this is an impressive outing for Karkosha.
Karjun got hit with a body punch there. Again, trying to establish his jab. 1-2. Pero na-block. Overhand not landing either for Arizala. Final minute of this matchup. Can Arizala come up with one last flurry? Karkosha. Hindi na masyado makabitaw ng mga suntok late in this matchup. Again, this is his first 8th round fight. Yung unang 4 na laban niya, puro 4-rounders lang. Hindi man nga umabot doon.
His longest night in his young career.
Dennis, pag add-add mo pa yung mga rounds ng kanyang first 4 fights, hindi aabot dito. Again, it's a test, and so far, it looks like he will just be able to pass it.
So there are flying colors.
Rizala, eternal credit to him. He did his best to fight back. As the Peñalosa corner is very happy with their guys' performance. However, in terms of scoring, tingin mo kanino mapupunta ito laban na to?
Well, para sa akin talagang si Carcosa, no? Lahat ginawa niya in this fight. He threw all kinds of shots na makikita mo sa boxing, and he was very good in all those. Talagang matibay lang itong si Rizala.
We saw him engage. We saw him fight at a distance. Nakita natin siyang dinugo. Nakita natin siyang lumaban after being hit with clean punches. Carjon Carcosa with an impressive performance. And so, you know, credit to Rizala for making it a really tough fight.
Again, this is something na dapat maintindihan ng mga boxing viewers partner, ano? Kasi if you look at the record before this fight starts, ano, sabi mo, parang one-sided because the other guy is coming off a dubious losing streak.
Yep.
When in fact, yung importance of matchmaking dyan papasok. The matchmaker knows it's going to be a good challenge for Carcosa, which turned out to be that way. And Gab, for their part, you also have to salute yung kanilang pagpayag, no, sa laban na to. Because we got entertained without a doubt, ano, even though most likely it's going to be a one-sided victory para kay Carcosa. But you can't say na yung action was one-sided.
And for me, whatever happens dito sa career nitong si Carjon Carcosa, what he learned from this matchup will be a huge part of it as we send it over to Mr. Ted Lerner.
Fight fans, after 8 rounds of exciting boxing here at the Midas Hotel and Casino, we go to the scorecards. All 3 judges have it at 76 to 76. This fight is a draw.
Wow, all of the judges scoring it as a draw. Even 76 to 76. They gave, you know, a lot of credence dun sa activity, dun sa willingness to fight nitong si Rizala.
Ayaw na magsalita. I don't agree, but that's how they saw it.
Again, all 3 judges agreeing with that fight card. Tig-4 na round yung binigay nila sa magkabilang boksingero. So that will be the first non-win. Yeah. Hindi pa rin siya natatalo, but Carjon Carcosa was really pushed to his limit in this matchup. And that will signify the end of our prelimination round when we come back here on ESPN5, our main cards, starting with Dave Apolinario going up against Romshane Sorquilla. Boxing is back in a big way here in the Philippines as ESPN5 presents back-to-back weeks of scorching hot boxing action. And we'll start things off here at the tent inside the Midas Hotel and Casino, where ESPN5 Boxing in partnership with Sanman Promotions brings to you Gaballo versus Nakamura. My name is Carlo Pamintuan alongside Dennis Principe. And Dennis, we're expecting to see the future, a glimpse of the future for Philippine boxing.
Well, summer is just around the corner, partner, and tonight we're going to see heated exchanges with three world-class fights. Three of our top fighters in their respective divisions will see action tonight, and one of them, itong si Gaballo, is someone they're questioning yung kanyang legitimacy as a world champion. He's an interim champion. But remember, one of the 5 division titles won by Nonito Donaire Jr. is an interim title. So that in itself gives some sort of credibility dun sa title na hawak ngayon ni Reymart Gaballo.
And on that note, let's take a look at the fights that we will have today. We had 3 in the preliminary round. Ngayon, 3 pa ang ating ipapakita live on ESPN5. Dave Apolinario versus Romchain Sargilia will open things up at the flyweight division. And then Romero Duno versus India's Kuldeep Danda. And of course, our main event, interim WBA bantamweight champion Reymart Gaballo going up against Yuya Nakamura. Again, we said that this will feature the future of Philippine boxing. Sinabi na nga nitong si Oscar De La Hoya that itong si Duno should be in line for a world title shot this year.
Well, he won all of his 5 fights in the United States and naka-line up na siya sa isang major card this coming May. But first things first, kailangan niya munang manalo tonight in an impressive way.
Weigh-in was also held kahapon lamang dito sa Midas 10, and now silipin natin yung mga nangyari dyan.
We're very happy na yung boxing has been re-energized, and thanks for the help. ESPN5 has provided the TV coverage to major and important fights. There's a boost in interest in boxing, and there are more licensees, and I think the major factor there is the free medicals. A lot of these boxers cannot afford medicals. That's why they stop or they do other things. But now that the medicals are free, plus TV coverage from TV5, I think boxing is on an upswing.
Yuya Nakamura weighs in at 190 pounds. 118.5 pounds for Reymart, the Assassin Gaballo.
Hindi po ako nag-i-expect na mananakaut kaagad, pero gagawin ko po yung best sa bawat round na apak po ako sa laban ko. Gusto ko po talaga makakuha po talaga ng isang world na belt talaga po. I-expect ko, siya po ay ipe-pressure niya ako sa laban namin. Brawler po siya. Pero gagawin ko po kung ano yung pinaplano po namin sa training namin sa gym. Kaya excited din po ako na mapakita po sa kanila.
The anticipation is definitely palpable for our main event of the evening, Gaballo versus Nakamura. But before we send you that, we also have 2 outstanding fights in our undercard.
Well, yung isang boxer inaabangan natin in the flyweight division, itong si Dave Apolinario, unbeaten so far, and he's called the Doberman. Sabi nga nila, talagang ibang klase kung umatake itong si Dave Apolinario. And now we have a chance to witness kung gaano ba talaga kagaling itong batang boxer na ito.
And we will see Dave Apolinario in action against Romchain Sargilia when we come back from this break. It's time to get things going here inside the Midas Hotel and Casino. This is ESPN5 Boxing's presentation of Gaballo versus Nakamura as we send it over to our ring announcer, Mr. Ted Lerner.
Boxing fans, we are coming to you live from the Midas Hotel and Casino here in Pasay City, Metro Manila, Philippines. As tonight, Sandman Promotions, in association with One Pac-Man Party List, Smart, and brought to you by ESPN5, proudly presents a night of the very best in Philippine professional boxing. Let's give it up. Come on, folks. All right, now we're going to have our co-feature main event right now. Let's bring out the fighters in this 10-round flyweight bout. Firstly, would you please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, Ramshane Sargilla.
Ramshane Sargilla, will he be the first man na magmamarka sa Los Column? Itong si Doberman Dave Apolinario, he looks ready. We talked to him during the weigh-in. He said that he will give it his all and try to score a win against the favored Doberman.
Alam mo, partner, almost same number of bouts itong si Sargilla and Apolinario, but talent-wise, mas malalim itong si Apolinario. But what I like about Sargilla, the only fight that I saw, yung kanyang ability, no, to attack the body of his opponent.
And now, boxing fans, his opponent from the red corner, he's known as the Doberman, Dave Apolinario.
Dave Apolinario still wearing that Doberman mask. Talagang pinaninindigan na yan yung tawag sa kanya because of his ability to stalk his opponent.
Yes. And a chance for us to see kung meron pang bite. Ito mga punches. Itong si Dave Apolinario facing someone who has tasted defeat only once, has been into decent quality fights.
Now taking a look at our tail of the tape, southpaw Dave Apolinario against the orthodox Ramshane Sargilla. You can see their records undefeated. Itong si Apolinario with 6 knockouts, 7-1-2 with 4 KOs for Sargilla as he sent it back to Mr. Ted Lerner.
Boxing fans, here we go. This next attraction here at the Midas Hotel and Casino in Pasay City. Brought to you by Sandman Promotions and sponsored by One Pac-Man Party List and Smart. 8 rounds in the flyweight division. Judges scoring this bout at ringside: Virgilio Garcia, Elmo Coloma, and Jojo Llanera. And when the bell rings, your third man in the ring, referee Noel Haduka. And now, fight fans, let's meet the fighters. Firstly, fighting out of the blue corner tonight, wearing the red and white. He weighed in at 112.5 pounds. Fight record: 7 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, 4 wins by knockout. He hails from Midsayap, Cotabato. He's known as the Hammer, Ramshane Sargilla. And his opponent, he fights tonight out of the red corner, and he wears the black and gold of the Sandman Boxing Stable. He went in at 111 pounds. Fight record: 9 wins, no defeats, 6 wins by knockout. and he hails from Asim Sarangani. Would you please welcome Dave Doberman Apolinario. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 8 rounds in the flyweight division. Here's your referee, Noel Haduka, with the final instructions.
Rom Shane. Dave. Okay. Ingat kayo sa lahat ng laban, ha. Pag sinabi kong break, break. Pag stop, stop. Pag may bagsak, pumunta sa neutral corner, okay? Tapos glove and good luck.
Dave Apolinario going up against Romshane Sargilla. We'll open things up in our main card here inside the Midas Hotel and Casino. This is round number 1 as we thank Smart, one Pacman party list, of course Midas, for supporting this event.
This could be fast, partner, huh? Romshane Sargilla, 4 knockouts and 7 wins. 3 of those 4 knockouts happened in the first round. So medyo nagmamadali rin itong si Sargilla.
Dave Apolinario, his last match was also held here at the Midas tent in the undercard of Randy Petalcorin's world title opportunity. He scored a first-round stoppage against Joan Imperial. So you know that he is a very aggressive fighter. Hindi nagpapainit ito, no? He comes in and just unloads on his opponents.
You know, Apolinario saw him from the start. One thing na nagustuhan ko about how he developed is that yung maturity niya mabilis. The first few fights, medyo cocky yung kanyang style. Madalas nakababa yung kamay and ngumingiti madalas. Pero right na makikita mo, no, yung pagiging refine ng kanyang movement. Ano? And he's facing someone na meron ding matinding threat. Once beaten sa kanyang 10-fight career. Hindi nga, napagit nga natin. 3 of his 4 knockouts happened in the opening round.
Best punch so far of this match belongs to Dave Apolinario. That lead left down the middle, down the pipe, dun sa depensa nitong si Romshane Sargilla. Lefty versus righty. Itong si Apolinario, yung southpaw. Again, the footwork will be very important because if you have the outside leg, ikaw yung magdidikta kung saan mapupunta yung laban.
Wala masyadong jab na tumatama, partner, because of yung lead foot nagkakaramdaman agad.
Oh, good counter, right hook for Apolinario. Pero si Sargilla just going down the middle and attacking. Oh, good punch. Another left lands for Apolinario.
Good right hook from Apolinario.
Dennis is a combination of good speed and impressive power.
Yes, without a doubt.
Step back. Step back.
You know, Dennis, one of my favorite things in boxing is witnessing the change between the weigh-in and fight night. Makikita mo to kahapon, tuyot na tuyot, payat na payat. They look meek actually, but then when you see them performing on top of the ring, nakikita mo talaga yung buwan na ginugol nitong mga boxing hero natin in preparing for this match.
Actually, literally, most of the fighters during fight week, hindi na kumakain yung mga yun. So imagine that, almost 1 week hindi kumakain.
Good start in this matchup between Apolinario and Sargilla. We'll be back for more of ESPN5 Boxing. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay. This is ESPN5 Boxing, Gaballo versus Nakamura. And it is our first featured fight of the evening. That great punch left, followed by a 1-2 landing for Dave Apolinario as he scored the first round in his favor.
Both fighters are aware of each other's potentials, no, as knockout boxers. At ito, Dave Apolinario able to hurt Sargilla, pero Sargilla coming back with a wild right.
Panandali ang nasaktan itong si Sargilla, no? But he was able to recover and, as you said, unleash a counter of his own. Pag tinatamaan ka ng mga ganyang kalalakas sa sundok at hindi ka praktisado, tumutumba ka na. As you can see now, Romshain, he's not willing to be a victim of the Doberman.
Yeah, especially for little guy's partner, no? 112 pounds lamang ito, pero 112 pounds of dynamite.
Apolinario giving a nod na tinamaan siya doon ng right straight sa katawan itong si Sargilla.
One thing about the Sandman group partner is they don't care if yung mga kalaban lang sabihin, tatalunin yung bata mo. They would gladly take that challenge.
Because they know the only way to make their fighters improve is to test them against great opposition. Kaya naman lahat ng nakikita nating laban in this promotion have been very competitive, with two of Sandman fighters getting victories. Yung isa naman nakakuha ng tabla in our supporting bouts.
And partner, at least in this round, we saw Apolinario connecting 3 solid blows.
Yeah.
Easily, masabi natin nasaktan doon si Romshain Sargilla, but kita mo hindi basta-basta bumibigay itong si Sargilla, proving that he's a good choice as a challenger for Dave Apolinario dahil bukod sa threat of yung kanyang punching power, meron ding tibay itong si Sargilla.
Now, for those wondering kung ano yung belt na dinadala kanina ng corner nitong si Apolinario, it's actually the WBC Asian Boxing Council Youth Flyweight title. He won that a couple of fights ago. Itong si Apolinario, one of the young, bright prospects of the Philippines. He has good height. Alam mo, natataas pa sa timbang itong si Apolinario. He's very young as he gets hit there with a nice left from Sargilla.
Break.
And both fighters are really, masabi natin, ready dito sa laban ito because they're giving the referee the easiest job in this place tonight.
Good right landed by Apolinario. As Romshain is looking for a counter.
Time.
That is the end of round number 2. Back inside the Midas tent for more ESPN5 boxing as we witness some of the action that we saw in round number 2. Lead left hand, clean as a whistle from Dave Apolinario.
Yung main weapon of Dave Apolinario, he was able to unleash in that round. Kaya easily that round belongs to Apolinario.
When our two fighters weighed in 111.5, itong si Apolinario 112.5 yung kanyang kalaban, as Apolinario is now aggressively stalking Sargilla to start round number 3.
Ang hinahanap ko rito, partner, yung body shot ni Sargilla because in his previous fights, madalas siya binabato yun.
Now he should be engaged in a firefight against the head-hunting Dave Apolinario. Baka nagtataka yung mga iba nating fans na overweight itong si Sargilla. Actually, for non-title fights, we will allow the fighters to go over a full pound dun sa ating limits. That's wild left attempted by Dave Apolinario. This one he lands.
But is gaining enough momentum itong si Apolinario.
You see that these two fighters are enjoying going up against each other. Rom Shane with a 1-2-3. Wild with that overhand right.
Well, on the part of Apolinario, no, especially kanyang corner, dapat yung kanilang reminder na medyo wag maging cocky and masyadong confident, no? Because yes, he's been hitting a lot of punches, clean punches sa mukha ni Sargilla. But remember, Sargilla is also a knockout artist.
If you're an orthodox fighter going up against a southpaw like Apolinario, ano yung mga pinaka-importanting suntok in your arsenal?
Well, pagka ganito, if you're Apolinario, no, dapat yung jab, binibitaw niya. Right now, hindi ko masyado nakikita yon. He's been connecting almost exclusively with that left punch of his. Pero yung kanan niya, ginagamit nilang pantukod, actually.
Not yet a weapon. Surely that will be a part of the development of Apolinario sa kanyang professional boxing career. Kay Sargilla naman, yung right hand after the jab, always important going up against southpaw.
Because Sargilla is almost a stationary fighter, no? Hindi naman talaga magalaw. Pagka bumabato itong si Apolinario, tumatama. Iyon yung sinasabi natin. If only can throw more of that, that will benefit Apolinario in the long run.
Left inside for Dave Apolinario. Nasaktan niya doon. Itong si Sargilla.
Ayun lang. Around the time, dapat umabot na ng jab itong si Apolinario. But apparently, ang gusto na talaga yung left straight, no? Katulad doon.
And that will bring us to the end of round number 3. Taking a look at the faces of some of the fans present here inside the Midas Hotel and Casino. They're being treated to an outstanding card by ESPN5 Boxing as we witness this exchange once again. Short left inside, landing for Dave Apolinario.
Medyo masama yung timing ni Sargilla, partner, no? Makikita mo, he's been missing a lot. The intention is there, pero hindi niya makuha yung tamang timing.
Oh, big hook landed by the Doberman. Sargilla remains unfazed, charges on. Clean punches landed by Apolinario at the start of round number 4. And isinahanapan mo ng jab itong si Apolinario because you know that it will open so many possibilities for him.
And of course, it will create more problems para dito kay Sargilla.
Low blow landed by Sargilla as referee Noel Haduka stops the action momentarily. He will be given 5 minutes talking about Apolinario. Yun, malalim talaga. Yung uppercut itong si Sargilla. And as much as 5 minutes. Pero sabi ni Dave Apolinario, di kailangan. Get back into it. Meron ding uppercut na binabato itong si Dave Apolinario, both with his left and his right. That is connecting in this matchup.
Yes. Kaya nahihirapan din itong si Sargilla, no? To get things going on his side.
Warren for another blow. Pero ngayon naman, itong si Apolinario yung bumitaw.
But I don't think intentional, no? Yung mga nangyayaring low blows right now.
Batuhan na lang na suntok here in round number 2. Good lead from Apolinario. Another one. And he goes to the body. Sargilla staying in front of him.
You know, I think itong si Apolinario should use the ring size to his advantage. If it ends up as a brawl, medyo nahihirapan siya dito kay Sargilla, and is giving actually Sargilla an opportunity na makatama.
Tama yan, no? Apolinario is the taller, longer fighter. But in phone booth fighting, tinatanggal mo yung bentahe na yan.
Yes. And he's the more skillful fighter, no? Itong si Apolinario.
Right now, he's definitely winning this round. As he's landing a huge percentage ng mga binibitawan niya suntok. Another uppercut lands for Apolinario. Yung mga suntok ni Sargilla are a bit easy to evade kasi nakikita mo kung saan nanggagaling.
Masyadong wide yung mga suntok. Na-anticipate itong si Apolinario.
That right hook as a counter has been money for Apolinario in this matchup. Sargilla charges on. Apolinario says, "Di ako nasaktan."
Kailangan pa ng konting polishing sa maturity ni Apolinario, partner.
Good overhand right, a short one mula kay Sargilla, scoring against Apolinario. But at least from our angle, the best punches, best connections came from the Doberman, Dave Apolinario, at the end of this round. During the break, Dave Apolinario was talking to his corner saying, "This is a fight. This is some fight." And he is enjoying every moment of it as Shane Sargilla is proving to be a tough customer and a good dance partner para dito kay Dave Apolinario.
Well, pinapatunayan niya kung bakit siya merong 7-1 record. Ito si Sargilla. He's a tough cookie. At dito, medyo nakakalamang again para sa atin si Apolinario. Sargilla remains as a live wire opponent for Apolinario.
Best punches for Apolinario, the counter hook, and syempre yung kanyang lead left hand para naman kay Shane. It's just the number of it. It does not stop punching. Bato lang ng bato kahit sa angulo manggaling. You can see there another right hook from Apolinario. Shane looking for holes, looking for a way to eliminate the distance, the gap between him and the much longer Dave Apolinario.
The variety of punches itong si Apolinario is really a tough situation para dito kay Sargilla.
Bitaw na ng konting shot itong si Apolinario. He gets blocked. The big punch from Shane. Apolinario weathering the storm, smiling it off. But those were scoring punches for Sargilla here in round number 5.
For sure.
See Sargilla trying to jab to the body.
If I'm in the corner of Apolinario, medyo mag-worry ako because madalas nakikipagsabayan si Dave Apolinario. Something which for me is not really that necessary.
Kumbaga, even if you're the more talented fighter, kung kahit na ikaw yung stylist, hindi mahindian nitong si Apolinario yung temptation to engage because Romshane Sargilla is willing to just exchange gloves at the center of the ring.
And nandyan lang sa harapan mo, itong si Sargilla.
Referee Noel Haduka not having to do too much in this matchup as these two fighters have mostly been engaged at a distance. Walang clinches because, you know, they enjoy throwing heavy letter against each other.
Yes. And yun nga, wala masyadong jab coming from Apolinario. In previous fights, very active yung right jab na yan, ano? But probably masyadong nag-attempt si Apolinario to score and be more conscious about his solid blows.
It's a wild left hook from Sargilla. As Apolinario looking for a strong finish. Round number 5.
Time.
Round number 6 about to begin here inside the Midas tent. As we thank you for joining us for another presentation of ESPN5 Boss Vic, Sir Lloyd, head of ESPN5, and of course, Direk Dong Kapitpuyan, our head of productions for Sports 5, all enjoying the action. And we hope you are too. Carlo Pamintuan po, kasama pa rin si Dennis Principe, currently enjoying watching and covering this match between Dave Apolinario and Romshane Sargilla. Romshane Sargilla opening this round with a barrage, but Apolinario waiting patiently until he got his chance to counter. Dave now popping yung kanyang jab, something that we have not seen regularly in the first 5 rounds of this match.
And I think he should throw more of that because yung grit ni Sargilla hindi nagbabago. He's being tagged several times, countless times actually, but Sargilla remains in front of Apolinario.
Again, that right hook landing perfectly for Dave Apolinario has been one of his most effective punches throughout this matchup. Apolinario, only 19 years of age, Dennis. Sky's the limit for this fighter.
Without a doubt, ano?
Ito naman si Romshane Sargilla, not old by any means, only 24 years of age. Mas marami lang talaga yung mga nailaban na, even at 19. Itong si Apolinario.
And mostly we're against quality fighters, partner. Itong mga nakalaban ni Dave Apolinario.
Sargilla was also a busy fighter in 2018, fighting 5 times. Even scoring a second-round stoppage against Noel Guliman to open his 2018 campaign. Tapos, nakapanalo rin siya against Mervin Lulu, one of the fighters in our undercard, which earned him the Philippine Luz Proba Flyweight Championship.
Right now, more on pacing, ano, itong dalawang boxers. Medyo bumaba yung kanilang activity.
Dave Apolinario sensing that he is up comfortably in the scorecards. He has landed more, he has landed better throughout this match. Borderline punch there. Referee Noel Haduka saying it was good. Oh, what a big counter from Dave Apolinario. Another good left hook as Sargilla acknowledges the punch.
Stop. No punch.
Slow start, but a good finish in this round for both Apolinario and Sargilla as we come down to the final 10. From Shane pushing on, Apolinario countering as we end round number 6. If you're the corner nitong si Doberman Dave Apolinario, what will you tell him to be even more effective in this matchup?
Again, yung hinahanap natin kanina, partner, yung kanyang right jab. Because yung kanyang kalaban, despite, well, short of saying being manhandled in this bout, nandun pa rin yung kanyang determination, nandun pa rin yung kanyang eagerness to trade leathers with Dave Apolinario.
Yung replay, nakita natin yung bilis, yung talino nung Dave Apolinario. He unleashed a lead left, hindi tumama, umurong siya, waited for the counter before launching a second one, this time landing it flush. So, thinking fighter din talaga itong si Apolinario.
Yes. And right now, nakikita natin, medyo bumibitaw na yung kanyang right hand,
And going back to that jab, that was effective for him. Round number 6, from Shane Sargilla, flailing with punches, but not landing against Apolinario.
And he stopped after being caught by a good jab.
Ang bilis makapagod ng mga kanyang klaseng suntok, yung walang tinatamaan.
Exactly, no?
Because you will have to exert effort na ikaw mismo yung sasalo dun sa force na binitawan mo.
I remember for about 2 months na nag-i-ensayo ka, yung kamay mo sanay na sanay tumama, no, through those punching bags.
Yep.
And then in an instant, biglang hindi ka makakatama. So talaga nakakapagod yun.
Ngayon yung work rate nitong si Sargilla, nakita natin na bawasan from his effort in the first 4 rounds. Oh! That's a big punch landed. Sargilla refusing to acknowledge it. Referee already counting.
I think it was a jab, partner, yung tumama, sa mukha.
Sargilla still adamant that he was not knocked down. It'll be very interesting to look at the replay of what exactly transpired there.
And, you know, that's a sign that he's still a dangerous fighter, partner, kasi he's still arguing something. Kahit na medyo at this point, alam natin na lamang itong si Dave Apolinario, but the belief na kaya niya pang manalo is still there for Sargilla.
And Dennis, kasama kasi yun sa risk nung ginagawa niyang suntok na galing na halos sa likod. Yung mga mabibigat na pinapakawalan niya kanina often leaves him off balance. So kahit tamaan ka lang ng konti, pag na-timingan ka, it might be considered a knockdown.
Ano, partner, this is a round na talaga nakita natin yung effectiveness ng kanan ni Dave Apolinario. A lot of right hand, whether jab or hook, tumatama coming from Dave Apolinario.
And couple that with that effective left. Yun naman talaga yung nagdulot ng malaking kalamangan para kay Apolinario. And the fighters stepping away for the end of round number 7. Shane Sargilla still wondering why it was scored as a knockdown, as we are reminded that this is the 8th and final round. Let's see this one more time. Yun, meron talagang tumama eh. While we agree that nagka-entangle din yung kanilang paa, that hook counted, landed flush for Dave Apolinario.
Yes. Well, ang ina-argue ni Sargilla is that bumitaw siya ng kaliwa, hindi tumama, and he lost his balance. But remember, before that happened, tinamaan siya ng isang kanan coming from Dave Apolinario.
And he was coming in hot, kaya naman nawalan din siya ng balance niya. 8th and final round between Romshane Sargilla and Dave Apolinario. So if you're Dave Apolinario, you cannot be careless. You cannot think that you have this fight won and in the bag. Because we know that Sargilla is a hungry opponent.
Yes.
So that knockdown was a confidence booster for Dave Apolinario. How will he pile onto it? Paano niya susuportahan, susundan dito sa 8th round?
Bring it up, bring it up. Step back, step back.
Etong si Sargilla, NST ng boxing ito no? Not giving up. Still believes na mayroon pa siyang puncher's chance to score a victory.
No punch, no punch. Stay back, step back.
Laban lang, he's looking for that one big home run blow. He's loading up on almost every punch na binabato niya in an effort to hurt Dave Apolinario. So far, Doberman has stayed away from those wild shots mula dito kay Sargilla.
And that is a precise observation, partner. While yung mga suntok ni Sargilla, you saw a while ago, nung bumitaw siya sa katawan, actually sa likod, lumampas yung kamay ni Sargilla.
And we noted this early in the matchup, Dennis, no? Madali na basahin saan manggagaling yung mga suntok ni Sargilla. And the fighter who has quick foot movement na nakakagalaw din ng ulo, ay mabilis talaga may ilagan yan. Si Apolinario is just waiting for Sargilla to engage. Pag bitaw ng kombinasyon ni Romshane, doon naman dumidiin ng suntok si Apolinario.
Yes, and that's one thing that will make Apolinario very attractive, sa mga TV coverages, sa fight fans, of course. He knows, and most people here, they know na in the bag na ito for Apolinario, but andun pa rin, still taking some chances, willing to engage Sargilla in toe-to-toe battle.
Even in the dying seconds of this matchup, Dave Apolinario still trying to throw heavy leather. This is big for him as a young fighter to have back-to-back fights in a card na talagang nakita ng napakaraming fans. That should augur well for his future career.
And again, hats off kay matchmaker Art Moniz, JC Munangkil of Salmon Promotions. Yun maganda, one-sided pagdating sa scores, pero makikita mo, action-filled pa rin yung mga laban.
Romshane Sargilla beginning a tough night for Dave Apolinario, but he was just the superior skilled fighter in this matchup. The reigning WBC Asian Boxing Council Youth Flyweight Champion at 19 years of age, coming from General Santos City, the hotbed of boxing in the Philippines. Looks like he will stay undefeated after this matchup.
Well, most likely, remember, a while ago, something happened. Nakakala natin. Yung isang boxer, panalo-panalo, lamang na lamang. Then all of a sudden,
let's relive some of the action that we witnessed in this matchup. Yung left na yan has been very active. Tatlo, tumama lahat. Coming from Dave Apolinario in that exchange. As we're just awaiting the tabulation from our games and amusements board again. We thank them for being here, taking care of our fighters, especially kanilang GAB chairman, Baham Mitra, Chief of Boxing, June Bautista, and Assistant Chief of Boxing, Miss Jackie Lou Cachos. As the two fighters congratulate each other for a good fight. Apolinario and Sargilla For 8 rounds, they look to hurt each other. Pero after that, wala, sports lang.
Yes.
Just about ready to give you the decision as we send it over to Mr. Ted Lerner.
Fight fans, we have concluded 8 rounds of exciting professional boxing here at the Midas Hotel and Casino in Pasay City. And now we go to the scorecards. Judge Jojo Llanera scores about 79-72. And Elmo Coloma and Virgilio Garcia both see the bout 80-71. All for your winner by unanimous decision and still undefeated, the Doberman, Dave Apolinario.
Still undefeated, 10 wins with 6 knockouts. Dave Apolinario, the reigning WBC Asian Boxing Council Youth Super Flyweight Champion. He defeats the stern challenge of Romshane Sergilia as the two share one last moment inside the ring here inside the Midas Hotel and Casino. We will have the co-main event of tonight's proceedings for you when we come back here on ESPN5.
After. That's Mike, this, Mike. Check.
Okay, fans, 2 more bouts to go.
Another world-class card will happen on February 16 at the Sky Dome in SM North, courtesy of Jerry Pence Promotions. And one of the fighters who will be featured in that card is with us, Carl James Martin, the Ifugao bantamweight prospect with a record of 11-0 and 10 KOs. Carl, una-una, magandang gabi sa'yo. And kumusta na dahil first fight mo ito sa Manila? Anong pakiramdam right now para sa'yo?
Pakiramdam ko po parang medyo may halong kaba pero nandito na rin po ako. Pinagsanayan na rin po namin to para sa upcoming fight na this coming Saturday. So medyo malakas ng loob na lang po at manalig sa Panginoon, yun ako.
And hindi naman sa minamalit natin yung mga cards na pinagdaanan mo, but nandito ka ngayon, you're exposed sa isang very classy event. Ano bang pakiramdam na nakakita ka ng ganitong world-class na promotion?
Wow, sobra. Kasi po, hindi pa po automat na akyat sa ring, nakapanood na po ko ng unang bout para makikita ko po, para yung iba po ma-apply ko sa taas ng ring.
Alright, mga kalaban mo si Pechorhei Kokejim of Thailand with a good record. Siguro invite mo sila na suportahan ka at manood sa iyong darating na laban.
Sa darating na laban po, maraming salamat po. Sana po suportahan niyo po ako. Maraming salamat po. Sa February 16 po, Saturday.
Alright, Carl James Martin, the Ifugao Kid, Wonder Boy ng Bantamweight Division. More action sa pagbabalik dito po sa ESPN5.
After that impressive performance coming from Dave Apolinario, we now move to the lightweight division. Ruthless Romero Duno going up against Kuldeep Danda of India. And this will be for the WBA Asia lightweight title.
Alam mo, very rare partner na meron tayong masabing prospects sa lightweight division, and hopefully Romero Duno will be that guy na pambato natin in this very tough division.
Ted Lerner will be introducing to us our two combatants.
Greetings, fight fans watching around the Philippines. We are coming to you live from the Midas Hotel and Casino here in Pasay City, Metro Manila. All right, it's time for your next co-main event of the evening. Let's bring out the fighters. Firstly, would you please welcome from India, Kuldeep Danda.
Kuldeep Danda, known as the Brawler, born in Pultaran, residing in Chandigarh, India. His first time fighting out of his country. He said that boxing in India is not really a huge sport, but he is here to represent.
Pero from time to time, mayroong mga lumalabas na magaling ng internationalist in that country. And itong si Kuldeep Danda, hopefully maganda ipakita niya, because he'll be facing someone na sabi nga natin, one of the brightest prospects when it comes to this division, yung lightweight division na talaga namang stacked na masasabi.
And now, fighting out of the red corner from the Philippines, here is Ruthless Romero Duno.
Don't take our word for it. Take Oscar De La Hoya's word, and he said that Romero Duno is in line for a world title opportunity in 2019. Had an impressive performance throughout his stay in the United States, but now it's time to come back home.
Well, not only Oscar De La Hoya, the well-respected Eric Gomez. Kaibigan natin yan. Long-time matchmaker na ngayon ay presidente ng Golden Boy Promotions. He himself believes magandang future ng batang ito, Romero Duno.
As you said, Dennis, hindi ganun karami yung lightweights na nandito sa Pilipinas, which created the need for Romero Duno to fly out to the United States, look for bigger, better fights there against tougher opposition. And so far, nagbunga naman as we take a look at our tale of the day. 18-1 kontra sa 7-1-0 nitong si Kuldeep Danda. 14 knockouts for Romero Duno. He is much younger as well at only 23 years of age.
Danda is coming off a 2-year hiatus. Kung titignan mo, parang malaking advantage on the part of Duno. And when I talked with Romero, kagandahan sa kanya is that alam niyang 2-year break or 2-year hiatus itong si Danda, but he still believes na delikado pa rin kalaban itong si Danda.
Sending it back now to Ted Lerner for our introductions.
Boxing fans, here at the Midas Hotel and Casino in Pasay City, it is championship boxing time, and it's all brought to you by Sandman Promotions, sponsored by One Pac-Man Party List, and by Smart, and broadcast around the Philippines by ESPN5. This next contest is for the vacant WBA Asia Lightweight Championship. Judges scoring this bout at ringside on a 10-point must system: Greg Ortega, Carlos Costa, Brembot Dulalas. And when the bell rings, your third man in the ring, referee Ferdinand Estrella. We'd also like to acknowledge the supervisor from the WBA. He's also the chairman of the Games and Amusement Board, Baham Mitra. And now, let's meet the fighters. Firstly, fighting out of the blue corner to my right. Tonight, wearing the red and gold trunks. He weighed in at 135 pounds. Fight record, 7 wins, 1 loss, and 1 victory by knockout. He comes from Kutaran, India. Let's give a warm Philippine welcome to Kuldeep Danda. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner to my left, tonight wearing the black, blue, and gold of the Sandman Boxing Stable. Also promoted by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. He weighed in at 134 pounds. Fight record is a good one. 18 wins, 1 loss, 14 of those victories by knockout. He hails from Cotabato City, Philippines. Here is Romero Ruthless Duno. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's for the vacant WBA Asia Lightweight Championship. Referee Ferdy Australia with the final instructions. 10 rounds.
Duno, binigay ko na instructions ninyo sa inyong dressing room. I have given you your instructions in your dressing room. Yeah. So, any questions? No. Okay. Touch glove, good luck, and have a good fight.
Referee Ferdy Estrella, the third man in the ring, as this round is brought to you by Smart.
Carlos.
Partner, sabi nga ni Romero Duno, this fighter from India is an enigma para sa kanya.
Box.
Guys, making sure na he'll be in great shape dito sa laban na to. He prepared well and hard for this.
Romero Duno starting out well, landing a couple of overhand rights. Sabi ni Kuldeep Danda, he did not travel all the way to the Philippines to get fed to the Lions. Let's see if he can perform well against this talented puncher in General Santos City.
You know what I like about the Duno, partner, is that he's not a typical lightweight Filipino boxer na flat-footed, nandyan lang, nakatayo lang. Meron siyang flair, maganda yung kanyang footwork. Akala mo parang flyweight, bantamweight no, kung gumalaw itong si Romero Duno.
That's exactly right. But again, you can see the number of punches na kayang bitawan at a single time nitong si Romero Duno. Makamay yung tawag natin sa mga fighters na yan. This program is brought to you by Smart. Join Smart Amazing 25 and get a chance to win 25 million pesos. Just dial *121 hashtag right now. Midway part of our opening round. And this will be our co-main event of the evening. Kuldeep Danda from India against ruthless Romero Duno of the Philippines. Dennis, that right hand is landing with regularity para kay Romero Duno.
Yes, but at the same time, he's showing a lot of kumbaga, yung focus niya, hindi nagbabago. Kaya na sinasabing this could be an easy fight for him, pero sabi nga niya, he kept on reminding us press.
Big hook coming from Romero Duno. Floors Kuldeep Danda in the first round.
It was a left to the face of Danda.
6, 7,
Tama ni
8.
Romero Duno.
Give me your gloves. Give me your gloves.
Ferdy Estrella making sure that Kuldeep is ready to resume action because that was a big one landed by Duno. Romero, all right this time. Wobbly legs for Kuldeep Danda. Duno going in for the kill. Ruthless. Trying to tell us why people call him that. Wants an early finish to this matchup. Danda trying to recover, trying to get his legs back under him.
And Duno is not being careless, partner. Hindi siya nanggigigil. Hindi magandang attitude, especially for someone who's fighting in a stacked division. We talk about Vasil Lomachenko, Mikey Garcia, pound for pound champions.
Romero Duno wants to be in that same conversation. What a performance here in the first round. Taking a look now at our punch of the round, brought to you by Smart. That hook flooring Kuldeep Danda. Couple of uppercuts for Duno. And then this one, putting him on wobbly legs. Napaurong nang wala sa oras si Kuldeep Danda. Good thing he was able to recover as this round is brought to you by Smart.
Alam mo yung gusto nung kay Duno, partner, Other will say na sayang dapat tinapos mo na, pinasok mo na. But you have to think about the future. You have to think about the quality of opponents na makakalaban mo eventually in this division.
Kuldeep Danda struggling again. This program is brought to you by Smart. Join Smart Amazing 25 and get a chance to win 25 million pesos. Just dial *121 # right now. And he's loading up on that right. Itong si Romero Duno. Kuldeep will have to respect the punching power of Romero Duno after what he went through in the opening round.
But you can also say na dapat respetuhin din itong si Danda, partner, because, fighters na makatanggap ng ganitong kind of punishment, if ang gusto lang ay kumita from fight purse, bibigay na ito, susuko na ito.
That's true, pero itong si Danda, palaban pa rin. Might just go for broke. Oh, what a massive knockout punch! No need for a count! Kuldeep Danda is put to sleep by ruthless Romero Duno.
Wow. That was ruthless.
Romero Duno
This way.
putting a big ending into this match. catching him clean and stopping this fight in round number 2. A great decision also coming from referee Ferdy Estrella not to give the count anymore. He saw how Kuldeep landed. He was unconscious when he met the canvas, kaya naman hindi na siya nagbilang, giving our medical staff more opportunities, a lot of time to help him out.
And Duno, instead of celebrating, makikita mo yung kanyang concern sa kanyang kalaban. No? Says a lot about his character.
Of course, we are hoping that Kuldeep Danda will be able to recover quickly from that knockout punch. But that was a mind-numbing punch unleashed by Romero Duno. One punch ended it all in this second round. This is surely the punch of the round, brought to you by Smart. He was out before he even hit the canvas. Kuldeep Danda bringing down his guard just a little bit for that opening.
And our friend who's a judge, Carlos Costa, right in front of him, nakita niya no, kung paano bumagsak si Kuldeep Danda. Very nice kid. Itong si Romero Duno. And I would like to surmise na medyo nalulungkot siya with what happened to his opponent.
Yeah, that is definitely the case, as Kuldeep Danda is still not getting up. Ruthless Romero Duno with a second round knockout, as Kuldeep will be stretchered out. Again, we have an able medical staff present inside the Midas Hotel and Casino. Surely they will do everything they can to take care of Kuldeep Danda, but sometimes you get hit with a punch like that.
Yes, and in a way, nagpakita naman si Danda no, ng kanyang eagerness and readiness to slug it out with Romero Duno. It's just that talagang itong si Duno is a different level, different class.
Danda showed willingness to fight. He was knocked down in the first. You know, other fighters would have called it a day after that. Pagkatapos nila maramdaman yung ganyang klaseng suntok.
Lumaban pa after that round. Ano?
It's a very dangerous sport.
Of course, he is conscious. He is seated, which is always a good sign in boxing. I'm sure right now he's even wondering what kind of punch hit him, because that came from nowhere. Hindi niya nakita, hindi niya nadepensahan yung suntok that ultimately knocked him out.
And he seems okay.
All right, he's going to walk out on his own.
Kuldeep Danda gets a warm round of applause from the appreciative fans here inside the Midas Hotel and Casino tent. We're also happy that he is okay. And kahit na itong si Romero Duno, parang nakahinga rin ng maluwag when he saw his opponent already seated down. Medics still attending to Kuldeep Danda, but what a performance. Flawless victory for ruthless Romero Duno.
You know, while we just witnessed a ruthless ending, partner, nakikita rin natin yung pagiging tao no? ni Romero Duno. So concerned about what was happening sa kanyang opponent. Actually, nakita ko parang ginigising niya no? Well, I just hope na yung kanyang pagiging ruthless, so to speak, inside the ring will remain the same.
And it's something that we often see from Filipino fighters. Of course, the most popular example was Manny Pacquiao asking the referee to stop the fight against Antonio Margarito. Ngayon naman, you can see na sinusubukan talaga nitong si Romero Duno to find out if Kuldeep Danda is indeed okay. Now back to Ted Lerner for our official result.
Fight fans here at the Midas Hotel and Casino, brought to you by Sandman Promotions. Referee Ferdy Estrella waves off the bout. The time, 1:19 of the second round. Your winner, and now WBA Asia lightweight champion, and now 19-1. He is Romero Ruthless Duno.
You can see Romero Duno is being a bit emotional. We heard what he went through, what his family went through in the lead up to this fight. One of his loved ones actually fell sick. Kaya naman, ito talaga yung kanyang dedication sa kanyang pamilya. Again, congratulations to WBA Asia Lightweight Champion, Ruthless Romero Duno.
Satu no. Yuya.
Hindi mo na pwedeng bilangan yun eh.
Oo, wala na. Naku, sus Mariose pare. Okay na yun. Talagang yung bumagsak siya, yung dito lang. Talagang lasing siya. Oh. Lasing na lasing.
check, test, mic test. We're back here at the Midas Hotel in Pasay City for another world-class action. Dito lang po yan sa ESPN5. And joining us is newly minted WBA Asia lightweight champion Romero Ruthless Duno. Romero, yung nakita natin kanina, talagang pinatunayan mo na you lived up to your moniker as Ruthless. Kwento mo nga sa amin, ano bang nakita mo at naramdaman mo when you saw your opponent na bumagsak ng gano'n?
Yung pagkaunang bagsak po, nung na-feel ko sa kamay ko na medyo napuruhan, masaya po sa pakiramdam. Pero nung nakita ko na po na matagal po siyang nakabangon po, masakit din po kasi katulad ko rin po siyang boxer po. Kaya nararamdaman ko rin po yung yung sitwasyon niya po.
Yung first round pala nakita natin na parang na-dominate mo na siya, nasaktan mo na siya. But nakita ko na hindi mo agad inatake. Ano bang tumatakbo sa isipan mo noon kahit na dominated mo na yung first round pero parang nag-pacing ka pa rin?
Nag-a-adjust pa po ako sa sa luna po, doon sa ring po. Kasi po hindi ko po hindi ko magalaw yung paa ko eh. Naiiwan ko po sa luna kaya yun.
Kami nung aking partner kanina si Carlo, no, medyo kumbaga ina-analyze namin na you won the fight pero very emotional ka, naluluha ka na parang wala sa iyo yung mag-enjoy. Ano ba yung tumatakbo sa isipan mo habang yun nga tinitignan natin yung kalaban mo nakahiga pero what was going on sa iyo sa isipan mo?
Kasi po palagay ko po masaya manalo kung maayos lang yung kalalabasan ng lahat, kagaya po ng nakabangon naman po, kaya medyo gumagaan-gana yung pakiramdam ko. Pero nung una kong nakita po, akala ko kasi na napuruhan po yung nasira talaga, kaya medyo masakit din po para sa akin.
And I heard, Romero, na itong laban na to ay dinededicate mo sa iyong father na medyo merong karamdaman siguro. If he is watching right now, ano ang mensahe mo sa iyong father?
Lahat ng ginagawa ko para sa inyo po, para sa inyo, kina mama po. Love you, ma, pa.
Alright, there you have it mga kaibigan, our new WBA Asia lightweight champion Romero Duno. More action when we continue.
we promised you future world champions in this fight card presented by ESPN5. Nakita natin, Dave Apolinario and Romero Duno inside the ring. Ngayon naman, enjoying the fights on the sidelines is former world title challenger Aston Palicte. First of all, welcome dito sa Midas Hotel and Casino and congratulations sa iyong huling laban at second round knockout victory against Jose Martinez. How was your preparation para dun sa laban na yon at gaano kasaya ka na nakuha mo yung resulta na gusto mo?
Una, salamat po sa lahat ng sumuporta sa akin. Sa lahat at sa promotion yun, pag-imbita sa akin. Tsaka congrats sa lahat na nanalo sa kasama ko doon. Yung laban namin nung last year, yung preparation po namin nun, sobrang, kumbaga, yun yung pinakamahirap na ano ko sa boxing. Kasi wala akong, first time ko lang New Year, Christmas, tsaka birthday ng asawa ko. Birthday ko. Pangalawa, lahat ng kulang namin nung laban namin kay Nietes, tinayos namin lahat. Kaya yun, una maaga ako doon, malayo pa yung laban, nandun na ako. Yun, pinaganda namin kayo yung laban, kaya nanalo kami.
First world title opportunity mo against Donnie Ahas Nietes. Alam naman natin, siya yung isa sa mga longest reigning champion sa buong boxing. Ano yung pakiramdam? Ano yung mga natutunan mo dun sa laban na yon?
Ayun yung laban namin ni Donnie. Napapasalamat ako doon. Kasi doon ko nakita na, kumbaga, lalaban ka pala ng world championship. Dapat perfect ka lahat, kompleto ka lahat. So yung laban namin na yun, kumbaga, laking tulong sa akin. Doon namin nakita kung anong kulang namin, ano yung kailangan namin gawin para maging world champion. So, yun, ngayon nga, yung gaya ng sinasabi ko, ngayon, yung napos namin laban, ayos namin lahat. At yun, yung result sa kanila, kayo si Reymart nanalo kami at next laban, handa na po kami.
Aston, ano yung gusto mong makalaban sa susunod? Sino yung gusto mo and gusto mo ba world title na agad?
Yun po, yung naayos namin, tsaka yung gusto ko talaga world title na kasi lumaban namin ng eliminator eh. So, pinaghirapan namin manalo para makalaban ng world championship. So, sana mabigyan kami ng opportunity na makalaban ng world championship.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Aston Palicte. And up next, we have the main event of the evening, Gaballo versus Yuya Nakamura, as both fighters have their hands taped up in preparation for this matchup. This will be a bantamweight battle as we feature the reigning interim World Boxing Association bantamweight champion when we come back. It's main event time here in Manila as we present to you Reymart Gaballo against Yuya Nakamura of Japan, our interim WBA bantamweight champion, in a 10-round battle against a challenger from Japan as we send it over to Ted Lerner for our fighter walk-ins.
Fight fans, we are back here at the Midas Hotel and Casino here in Pasay City, Metro Manila, Philippines. The action continues, and it's all brought to you by Sandman Promotions. This is your main event of the evening now. Let's bring out the fighters. Firstly, from Japan, here is Yuya Nakamura.
Yuya Nakamura from Japan has a very interesting past, as this Japanese fighter has never fought in his home country.
Past and path in getting here, no? Because you would expect that he's nag-start yung kanyang career sa Japan, ano? But ironically, most of his fights actually happen in Thailand and in China.
There's also a couple of fights here in the Philippines. Yuya Nakamura, kanina pa nandito in our venue. It was early in the afternoon when he arrived here, tested out the ring, met some people around. And of course, sa mga Japanese fighters, we all know that they are very good stylists, magaling magpatama. And that is what we are expecting coming from Yuya Nakamura in this matchup.
And now, boxing fans, let's hear it for one of the best bantamweights in the world today from the Philippines, Reymart Gaballo.
We often talk about boxing prospects. And for us, Reymart Gaballo is on top of that list in the Philippines.
Well, first of all, partner, it's not easy to win a world crown. Kahit na sabihin mong maraming organizations, but still, it's so hard to win one. And Gaballo has one title to his credit, something na maya-maya pag-uusapan natin yung credibility and importance of that belt para kay Gaballo.
Your tale of the tape, the assassin Reymart Gaballo going up against the problem. Yuya Nakamura, undefeated Gaballo, 20 wins with an 85% knockout ratio, 9-2-1 for the Japanese fighter who is older, 28 years of age. As we send it back to Mr. Ted Lerner.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to ask you to please rise for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. And here to sing the Philippine National Anthem, independent recording artist, singer, and songwriter, Maya Banawa.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiti, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdiningning. Ang bituin at araw na kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwal, ating pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng pagmay ng api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Thank you very much, Maya Banawa. Greetings, boxing fans watching around the Philippines and around the world. We are coming to you live from the Midas Hotel and Casino, Pasay City, Metro Manila, in the Philippines. And it is time for your main event of the evening, and it's all brought to you by Sandman Promotions and sponsored by One Pac-Man Party List and Smart and your official broadcaster, ESPN5. Now, this fight is being scored on a 10-point must system. Judges at ringside, Elmo Coloma, Noel Haduka, and Jojo Yalnera. And when the bell rings, your third man in the ring, referee in charge from the Philippines, Virgilio Garcia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this fight is scheduled for 10 rounds in the bantamweight division. Now, let's meet the fighters. Firstly, fighting out of the blue corner tonight, wearing gold with black. He weighed in at 119 pounds. Fight record, 9 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. 7 of those 9 wins coming by knockout. He hails from Osaka, Japan. Let's give a warm Manila welcome to Yuya Nakamura. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner tonight, wearing the black, green, white, and gold of the Sandman Boxing Stable. He is one of the best bantamweights in the world today. He weighed in at 118.5 pounds. Fight record, he has yet to taste defeat. 20 wins with no losses, 17 victories coming by way of knockout. He is the current WBA interim bantamweight champion of the world. And he comes to you from General Santos, Philippines. Here is Reymart Gaballo. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds, bantamweight division. Virgilio Garcia here with the final instructions.
Reymart. Yuya. Reymart, come on. Yuya.
Gentlemen, Yuya, Reymart, this is a 10-round fight. Okay, after the instruction, good fight and good luck. Tasler.
Back to corner.
This round is brought to you by Smart as we open things up for our main event of the evening. Yuya, the Problem Nakamura versus Reymart Gaballo. This program is brought to you by Smart. Join Smart Amazing 25 and get a chance to win 25 million pesos. Just dial asterisk 121 # right now. Reymart Gaballo, we all know him as an aggressive puncher. When he sees that he has hurt his opponent, he will go for the kill, Dennis.
Yes. And kaya naman mataas ang kanyang knockout ratio. And right now is able to connect 2 solid blows. Make that 3-4 solid punches coming from Reymart Gaballo.
Reymart Gaballo already loading up on his punches. Yuya Nakamura, shaky, knocked down in the first round. Nakamura still smiling, showing the referee that he is okay. Took the full 8 count before getting up. Reymart Gaballo wants a quick ending to this matchup. Gaballo teeing off, attacking a little wildly. That was 1 minute into the fight. Naka-knockdown na itong si Gaballo.
Well, Gaballo knows that itong si Nakamura is actually very aggressive. Strong starter, fast starter. Something na hindi binibigay ni Reymart dito sa laban na to.
Big uppercut landing for Gaballo as well. Halos lahat binitawan niya, tumatama dito sa mukha ni Yuya Nakamura. Good snapping jab for Gaballo. To punch holes on the defense ni Nakamura.
In watching his previous fights, partner, etong si Nakamura is, kumbaga yung piron sa boxing, catcher.
Oh, another knockdown. That's the second of this opening round for Gaballo.
But immediately stood up. And din nga, kinikwento natin yung mga previous fights niya, no? He's someone na talagang nandun parate, no? Kahit na nakakatanggap ng mga suntok, doesn't easily give up.
1-2 coming up short for Gaballo. Nakamura turtling up on the ropes. Pero bumabato pa rin itong si Yuya, showing us his willingness to exchange heavy leather with the assassin.
Very much, you know, kahit na outclass shot, at least in this round. Nakikita mo, lumalabong pa rin si Nakamura.
May bato pa rin si Nakamura. He is responding kahit na maaga siyang napatumba ng 2 beses ni Gaballo.
And he is bleeding from the nose, Nakamura. But wala pa rin, no? He's not deterred by this onslaught by Gaballo.
Gaballo hindi pa rin mapatama yung kanyang right straight down the middle. But he is basically landing everything else, especially yung kanyang mga hooks. What a performance here in the first round for the assassin, Reymart Gaballo. Taking a look now at our punch of the round, courtesy of Gaballo. This flurry with his opponent on the ropes. He comes in and lands that straight for the first knockdown of this matchup. Tapos yung hook. So the first knockdown was from a straight, the second knockdown was from a hook, as this round is brought to you by Smart.
And easily, no? Kay Gaballo na punta yung round yun. 10-7 round for him.
You could not open a fight better than that if you're Reymart Gaballo. This program is brought to you by Smart. Join Smart Amazing 25 and get a chance to win 25 million pesos just dial. Aster is 121 pound right now.
You know, if you're someone na hindi ka familiar sa laban ni Gaballo and even Nakamura, you would think that Gaballo is taking his opponent lightly. But I would like to believe that para kay Gaballo, that is the right fight plan to do. Because sa mga previous fights si Nakamura, is actually, sabi ko nga, a fast starter, pasok ng pasok, doesn't mind kung tinatamaan siya ng suntok, he will always be there, he will always throw punches. Kaya hindi pinapaporma ni Gaballo right now ito si Nakamura.
Nakamura on the back foot a little bit as he was pushed back by a right straight from Gaballo. Maganda rin yung patama ng jab na nagiging hook. He hides it. Looks like he's throwing a jab, but at the last moment, biglang lumalakas as it turns into a hook.
Yes. And you can see power in both hands to Gaballo.
Oh, another hook landing. Third knockdown of this matchup.
That could be it. I think that's the end of it.
7, 8, 9.
We should stop it.
No!
Yuya Nakamura trying to tell the referee that he's okay, but he could not even hang on to the ropes to keep himself in balance. Nakamura might be unhappy with the result, but he was saved from further punishment by the referee.
He was being outclassed. He was being punished. Pero nakikita mo yung kanyang determination in this fight, ano?
Reymart Gaballo capping off this huge night of boxing inside the Midas Hotel and Casino with a second round knockout against Yuya Nakamura.
And what a performance coming from Reymart Gaballo, showing to us why we should consider him as a legitimate world champion.
Right now, there is still a qualifier, interim, but soon he will be a world champion. Look at this 1-2 landed by Reymart Gaballo. He bobs and weaves. He saw that his opponent was already on the ropes, and he lands that cracking left hook to the side of the face. Third knockdown of the match. It would prove to be the final one, as this punch of the round is brought to you by Smart. Yuya Nakamura did his best to stand up and be ready for more in this matchup, but the referee deciding against it, giving him the full 10 count for a knockout victory para kay Reymart Gaballo. Our ring announcer, Ted Lerner, will now head us into the official results.
Okay, hi fans, here at the Midas Hotel and Casino, Pasay City, Metro Manila. Referee Virgilio Garcia waves off the bout. The time, 1:44 of the second round. The winner by technical knockout, still undefeated, now 21-0 from Jensen, Philippines, Reymart Gaballo.
Reymart Gaballo celebrating with his Sandman crew as they have a successful evening. Dave Apolinario opening things up with a unanimous decision victory. And then Ruthless Romero Duno with a knockout victory, of course, capped with this win, with this handsome win for Gaballo. He is your interim WBA bantamweight champion. We'll be talking to Gaballo when we come back from this break.
Test, Mike, test, Mike, test. Two questions sa manager. We're here with our WBA interim bantamweight champion Reymart Gaballo, although that title is not at stake dito po sa laban na to. Pero una-una, Reymart, congratulations. Napansin ko lang to sa laban mo, fast start, inunahan mo na. Yun ba talaga yung fight plan ninyo dito sa laban na to?
Unang-una po na po sa lahat, nagpapasalamat po ko sa Panginoon dahil sa nagawa mo ito. Sa ano po, kumbaga hindi naman yun yung plano po eh. Kumbaga po na parang nanggigilom po ako. Yun naman po yung totoo.
Pero initially ba, ano ba talaga yung plano ninyo sa laban na to?
Kumbaga po, kumbaga timing po at saka hintay lang po sa tamang oras yung plano po namin ng coach ko, ng team ko po.
And anong part ng laban nung naramdaman mo na parang medyo kaya mo na? Dahil for the most part, nakita ko nakapagsabayan ka sa kanya. But meron bang time sa laban na nakita mo na tingin mo makukuha mo rin eventually?
Pagkatapos po ng first round, iniisip ko po na naabot kami. Kasi parang tingin ko makaka-recover siya after nung mga down na mga pagkatumba. Kaya hindi ko inakala na natutumba ko pa rin siya kaysa pangalawang beses sa second round po.
Okay, the second fight after mong maging interim champion, kumbaga activity fight, gaano ka-importante ito? O kung meron bang pairing para sa'yo, ngayon na hinahabol mo pa rin yung pagiging regular champion?
Kumbaga po, hindi ko pa masabi po. Kumbaga hihintay ko sa boss ko po kung ano po ang desisyon nila. Pero lalaban po ako kahit na kung sino po ang ipaharap sa akin.
Yan, and speaking of your boss, kasama natin dito ang kanyang manager promoter, JC Manangkil. JC, impressive performance coming from Reymart Gaballo. Right now, if you can share with us ano bang plano, because interim champion, naghahabol tayo sa regular champion, and even the super champion. Can you share us something kung ano yung plano mo sa kanya?
Of course, as you can see naman, he has the belt with him. So, but hindi yun yung target namin. We want the regular world champion or super champion, which is Nonito Donaire and Naoya Inoue. But hindi lang din. Other champions sa bantamweight, we will try and push to fight them.
Okay. You mentioned about Nonito Donaire Jr., siya yung WBA champion. Ibig sabihin mo na open kayo na maglaban ulit, dalawang Pilipino sa isang titulo?
Why not? You know, this is boxing, this is sports. So if mandated kami na lalaban and if on the way siya yung nasa daan na para maging world champion sa Reymart, then why not? Sport lang naman, di ba? I respect Nonito, but if we have to fight him, then we will fight him.
Okay, JC, last na lang, talking about the entire card, there were knockdowns, but there were entertaining bouts. The preliminaries, talagang balance. Sabi ko nga, matchmaking, congratulations kay Art Moniz, but is that something na talagang pinag-aralan ninyo para magkaroon ng isang action-filled na mga laban?
Of course, kasi syempre, you know, with ESPN5 coming in and helping boxing, we have to put the best fights na as possible. So, hope na nag-enjoy yung mga tao, lalo na yung nanonood. There were knockouts, but I think they were entertaining naman as yung mga kahit short.
Okay, thank you very much and congratulations sa JC. And bago tayo matapos, siguro, yung ating champion na baka meron kang batiin, this is your moment, batiin mo na.
Nauna po sa lahat, nagpapasalamat talaga sa Pinoon, sa mga sumusuporta po sa akin na mga Pinoy. Maraming salamat po at saka sa Sandman team, sa Brigada, sa ESPN5, sa One Pacman, maraming salamat po sa suporta. Sa mga boss ko, thank you, maraming salamat po.
Okay, thank you very much for a great win and performance. Reymart Gaballo, ang ating WBA interim bantamweight champion. Back to you, partner Carlo.
We promised you a glimpse of the future of Philippine boxing in full display here as ESPN5 Boxing presents Gaballo versus Nakamura, and definitely our young guns delivered. More for you when we come back. recap natin.
I think Dave.
Yun na. It was an eventful night of boxing here inside the Midas Hotel and Casino in Pasay City. The second time that ESPN5 has a fight card here, and with this kind of performance, I'm sure, Dennis, it will not be the last.
Well, ang kagandahan, Carlo, about this card is that each and every fight, we saw quality bouts. There were one-sided na mga results. There were short nights for a few boxers, but overall, sabi nga natin, these are the type of fights na kailangan natin post-Manny Pacquiao. We're not saying na malapit na or mag-iira tayo si Manny Pacquiao, but we need to look forward. We need to look beyond Manny Pacquiao. These fighters, hindi pa sila mga household names, pero we need those types of fights para manatili ang boxing fans sa panonood sa sport na ito.
We opened our main fight card with a battle between Dave Apolinario and Romchain Sardilia at the 112-pound category. Dave Apolinario unbeaten. And in round number 4, he was really able to tee off kontra sa kanyang kalaban na si Sardilia. But we have to give credit to Sardilia, who stayed strong, survived, and even dished out his fair share of damage in that matchup.
Well, dito nakikita natin, offense-wise, he's still wanting in some aspects, but overall, it was an impressive performance coming from Dave Apolinario.
That was the biggest punch of the round. Sardilia refusing to accept it, but he was indeed knocked down in round number 7. And even sitting on a big lead, itong si Dave Apolinario, like the Doberman that he is, stayed on the hunt.
It's the hunger factor partner, kaya ganun ang nanging performance ng si Dave Apolinario in that fight.
And then in our next matchup, we had a visitor from India. His name, Kuldeep Danda, going up against ruthless Romero Duno of the Philippines. And this guy will be a world champion someday, according to Oscar De La Hoya. He showed us why. This is the result of his handiwork in the first round. 1 knockdown. Tapos, yun pa, parang hindi na makatayo ng tama itong si Kuldeep Danda. And of course, that knockout punch in round number 2.
He showed power, he showed maturity, and he showed his readiness to be, at the very least, a world beater.
And then the problem from Japan, Yuya Nakamura, going up against Reymart Gaballo, one of the brightest prospects in Philippine boxing. And as Gaballo said, this was not the plan, but he saw that Yuya Nakamura was staying in the pocket, so he had to engage.
You know, ito yung mga laban na masabi natin sa mga fight fans, you have to watch a fight. Don't rely on results na, okay, it was the second round, knockout win. Looks like an easy fight para kay Gaballo, but titignan mo talagang, he really still had a tough night, because Nakamura was someone na kahit na pinapulverize ni Gaballo ay hindi basta-basta sumuko.
What a night from the guys of JC Manangkil in Sandman Promotions. Gaballo making it a sweep in the main card. As we take a look at our match results right now, Apolinario winning via unanimous decision. And then Romero Duno with that knockout followed by another technical knockout victory for Reymart Gaballo versus Yuya Nakamura. We saw outstanding performances from very young guys. Just exciting future ahead for all of those three.
Yun ang maganda. And the beauty about our program right now, our card right now is that most if not all of them ay talaga namang happened in divisions na masabing the elite ones. No, yung mga money divisions. So boxing is in good hands, ika nga, with these young fighters moving up and making a name for themselves.
And that will be it from your crew inside the Midas Hotel and Casino for Dennis Principe. My name is Carlo Pamintuan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay. This is ESPN5 Boxing sending you over now to Sports Center.